Sonido, sonido. 1, 2, 3, probando, 1, 2, 3. Un, dos, tres, probando, 1, 2, 3. Sonido, sonido, sonido. 1, 2, 3, probando, 1, 2, 3. Sonido, sonido, sonido. 1, 2, 3, probando, 1, 2, 3. Sonido, sonido, sonido. 1, 2, 3, probando, 1, 2, 3. Sonido, sonido, sonido. 1, 2, 3, probando, 1, 2, 3. Sonido, sonido, sonido. 1, 2, 3, probando, 1, 2, 3. Sonido, sonido, sonido. 1, 2, 3, probando, 1, 2, 3. Sonido, sonido, sonido. ¿Alcanza a ver algo? No. Se alcanza a ver. Se me ha caído la cámara. Se me va a caer ahorita si no. ¿Qué más peso le pongo acá? Listo. Esperemos a ver. Vamos a compartir esto en los otros enlaces. Para iniciar con la transmisión. Sonido, sonido. Sonido, sonido. Listo, sonido panorámica acá. Voy a proteger tu privacidad, listo. Listo, sonido panorámica acá. Escuchas con una reverberación ahí. Listo.
puede demostrar que, pues que el single player no ha muerto y que puede traer una campaña para un jugador con mucha riqueza narrativa, una jugabilidad interesante. Parece que va a haber que el combate va a estar bastante equilibrado entre una campaña para ataque, la defensa, con mucha riqueza narrativa, una jugabilidad interesante. Parece que va a haber
será porque el cine no nos está dando.
Bueno, tenemos una cita en diciembre, ¿no?
Ya, sí, nos agarramos a lo que podemos. Sí, no, Star Wars quizá no iba a su mejor
probando 1, 2, 3.
Como barra porque el cine no nos está dando este tipo de
tenemos una cita en diciembre, ¿no?
Ya, sí, nos agarramos a lo que podemos. Lo que busca Star Wars quizá no iba a su mejor estado, que decías al principio, que esa barra porque el cine que llegó un poco sorpresivamente, lo encontró. Y bueno, aunque ahora mismo no está como estaba en aquellos primeros momentos, pues es un título que ha demostrado merecer la pena, ¿no? Seguramente.
Sí, sí. La verdad es que parecía que Fortnite tenía una predominancia en el Battle Royale que no se le podía tocar, no se le podía toser. Y de repente llegó Apex y llegó haciendo muchísimo ruido y la gente le gustó mucho y demostró un poco que había vida más allá de Fortnite. Lo único parece que Fortnite ha puesto por un modelo muy exigente de un nuevo contenido. Prácticamente es un juego que va cambiando, va mutando toda la semana, añadiendo nuevas pruebas, añadiendo nuevos alicientes, añadiendo skins y eso mantiene a la comunidad muy motivada para jugar. Y Apex no está siguiendo esa vía, y
bueno,
va por otro camino. Y lo que vamos a ver hoy es
15 minutos antes, esperamos que todo salga completamente bien.
Cómo van
si
a
no, pues
progresar,
es la primera prueba de transmisión en vivo.
Season Pass, que realmente no es Season Pass, es simplemente cómo ver
acá
cómo
el
va
propio
a
EA Play.
Y nada, parece que es una cita importante para Apex, así que veremos a ver cómo le sienta y cómo reacciona la comunidad.
¿Sois usuarios de Apex?
No, yo el Battle Royale no me parece un tipo de juego muy estresante para mí y entonces no me...
Sí. Somos gente mayor.
Claro. Ya, vamos, que quede claro, vaya por delante.
Me gustan los juegos online. Juego de vez en cuando Overwatch y alguna cosa online, pero lo que es el formato...
Más ligeros, ¿no?
Sí, más ligero. Lo que es el formato Battle Royale, que sí que me gustó la película, si hablamos de lo que es el género Battle Royale, plan transmedia. Pero esa idea de que tiene que quedar solamente uno y que a medida que te vas acercando a esa meta se vuelve todo más estresante es algo que no me termina de cuajar.
Yo dudaba de si lo que estaba viendo en pantalla llegaba a la gente, pero parece que sí. No sé, Sergi es quien está pinchando todo esto.
¿Será verdad?
Es que es esto.
Vale.
Sí. Bueno,
nos dice por la internet que lo que estamos viendo es Just for Our Eyes para nuestros ojos y menos mal.
Estamos viendo una imagen del equipo de Los Ángeles y mira, sin comentarios.
No lo vamos a comentar.
Sin comentarios.
No, Sergi, no abuses de esto.
Por favor,
estamos intentando concentrarnos.
Todo lo que os imaginéis, peor.
En fin, misterios de lo que ocurre mientras os contamos cositas. Yo tampoco soy muy fan en general, el que me conozca lo sabe, del mundo online. Me parece fantástico que exista y que hayamos llegado a este momento histórico, ¿no?, del videojuego en el que prácticamente todo lo que se cuece en el día a día de los usuarios tiene que ver de alguna forma con el online, pero a mí me encantan las aventuras, tío, ¿qué voy a decir?
Sí.
De todas maneras, yo respeto mucho, yo respeto como fenómeno y me encanta ver el movimiento que hay, la comunidad, y es una cosa que sigo un poco desde la barrera. Y me parece genial que un juego pueda levantar esa comunidad y pueda tener ese interés.
Sonido, 1, 2, 3.
Para que yo, como jugador, pues no es mi estilo, pero ole.
Sí. Bueno, vamos a ver qué nos cuenta también EA sobre este Apex Legends. Y después, que como decíamos, no estaremos ya para acompañaros en esa segunda parte del viaje, Battlefield 5, que parece que han puesto como los 3 juegos un poco más... no sé decir mainstream, me parece un poco fea la palabra.
FIFA es bastante mainstream también.
Sí, quería dejar los deportivos a un lado. Más mainstream que FIFA,
para deportes y el resto de mainstream.
Venga, pues entonces este es el tema. Todo mainstream, menos Madden, que es menos mainstream aquí al menos, en Estados Unidos también. Pero sí, han hecho como un bloque de títulos, de otros géneros, ¿no? Y luego han puesto el deporte. Al final han dejado los Sims 4, que siguen ahí. Los Sims ya llevan 100.000 millones de años.
Pero, sí, parece que estaba un poco parado, pero de hecho parece que las cosas no van muy allá en lo que era antes de Maxis. Y no vemos mucha evolución, por lo que sea, pero ahora parece que lo han recuperado. El otro día lo pusieron una semana gratuito, que creo que eso le da mucha vida. El juego gratuito con todas las expansiones y tal, que es una cantidad de contenido brutal. Ahora parece que hay una nueva expansión también, que es un nuevo contenido. Y bueno, bien, veremos a ver con qué modelo Siemens. Ha sido una franquicia muy potente y la verdad es que sorprende un poco que haya perdido un poco de predominancia, porque antes era uno de las estrellas de Electronic Arts, y de los últimos años así de 3 y tal, no parecía que había quedado un poco en stand-by, pero mira, parece que lo recuperamos y veremos a ver qué novedades nos traen de Sims 4.
Oye, estaba pensando, mientras miraba el gráfico con lo que se va a enseñar, ¿no? Y de lo que van a hablar, ¿no echáis de menos algo de conducción? ¿O me vas a decir que este año...?
Se ha saltado, se sabe que se sabía ya. Need for Speed se salta este 3 y van...
Listo, vamos ahora hacia la transmisión. Quedan solo 10 minutos para iniciar y espero que todo se escuche bien, sin rebotes. Esperando a ver. Ya está activo todo, pum pum pum. Parece que todo está bien. Sobre la marcha parece que todo está bien. Bueno, dice que nos van a mostrar Star Wars, Apex, Battlefield 5, EA Sport, FIFA 20, Madden NFL y los Sims. Ese es el orden, pero pues siempre meten una que otra sorpresa. Vamos a ver cómo está la vuelta en vivo y qué cosas de verdad nuevas nos van a mostrar. Ahora sí se me dejó compartir. Ya va a comenzar. No alcancé a compartir. El stream está a punto de iniciar. Listo, señores. Se alcanzó a compartirlo en mis redes de... Creo que esto ya inició.
We all gotta move. We gotta move. The fans are lined up. The doors are almost open. This is EA Play. What's up, everybody? I'm Greg Miller, and we are doing things a little bit differently this year. Instead of one giant show, you are getting deep dives into all the games you love every half hour. Now you can watch them all. You can tune in for your favorite games. You can turn it off right now. But I want to suggest it because, of course, today we're looking at Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Apex Legends, Battlefield 5.
Directamente en la parte de afuera hablan y pasan a los trailers adentro o dentro de la tarima.
So get excited because we've got more gameplay than ever. Tell them, Golden Boy.
I'll be bringing you Apex Legends Season 2 reveals, including a new weapon, a new battle pass, and we're revealing a new legend live on stage.
Great. Adam Rank, quickly, what does Madden 20 have for us?
Gameplay, Greg.
Okay, I meant quick, but not that quick.
Okay, well, we've got an exclusive first look at gameplay. We've got a deep dive into X-Factor abilities, face of the franchise. We got Patrick Mahomes throwing sidearm. We got some Deadeye thing. We got Ray.
Too long. Now Freeman, Hardy, Battlefield 5. News?
We've got loads of it. Brand new maps and, of course, some new updates to reveal too.
And even more surprises at the end when we reveal...
No spoilers. And Freeman, you might want to touch yourself up too. Golden Boy, we're back to you. FIFA 20, talk to me.
FIFA dropped their reveal trailer this morning announcing Volta Football. Later today, I'll have all the new details on FIFA 20, and some very special guests will give you even more info on Volta.
That's good. Also, you should call your mom more often. I mean, it has nothing to do with FIFA 20, but it's just good advice for you and everyone watching. Okay, now, Julia, you're also hosting The Sims. Tell me what you've got in 3 words.
Brand new pack reveal.
That's 4 words. Now win me back by telling me what you have in store for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Why are you asking me? It's your show.
Right, we have 15 minutes of exclusive, never before seen gameplay, and I am so excited to sit down with Vince, Stig, find out all about this Star Wars game. But ladies and gentlemen, this is it. We are mere minutes away. Folks, this is your last chance. Grab that drink, grab a snack, adjust your chair to the perfect degree you want, because EA Play starts soon. All right, guys. This is it. They can be organized better. You're doing a great job grooming. All right, you take 5.
Que calculamos que durará alrededor de 40 minutos 50. sea, arranca en 12 minutos. Sigamos chismoseando acá mientras tanto el partido Estados Unidos-Ecuador, porque esto se va un poquito más largo. Revisar los estados. Minutos. tenemos 5 segundos de retardo. Cinco minutos. Ya casi, ya casi. Listo, señores, estamos a 2 minutos del día número 1, donde vamos a ver Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Apex Legends, algún tipo de expansión. Esperamos a que sea pues preferiblemente algo que valga la pena, que no sea el mismo mapa, que ya estamos aburridos, algún personaje que no sea solo un access y ya. Battlefield 5, vamos a ver qué muestran. FIFA 20, me imagino que una que otra mejora. Madden NFL, pues en esta parte del mundo, estamos en Sudamérica, no es que nos mate mucho el tipo de productos Madden NFL, ni béisbol, ni basquetbol. Y de Sims, pues algún tipo de expansión o algo así, pues esperamos algún tipo de sorpresa. Nos quedan tan solo 2 minutos para arrancar la transmisión. Pues vamos a ver cómo nos va este año, ya que Sony no va a estar presente. más muevo acá nomás.
The time has finally come. I'm proud to be kicking off EA Play, coming to you live from Hollywood, California. Now, we're doing things a little bit differently this year. Instead of just one show, you're getting every half hour a deep dive into one of the games you love. You can watch them all, you can turn off the stream right now, you can tune in for just your favorites, but anyways, we've got a ton of gameplay for you. Apex Legends is bringing a new weapon, a new mode, a new battle pass, and even a new legend. Battlefield 5 has tons of new maps to show off, plus some surprises. FIFA 20 has a brand new way to play, plus a bunch of game updates you've been shouting for. Madden 20's got gameplay packed deep dives into all new features, including those awesome new X Factor abilities. And The Sims is unveiling a never-before-seen pack, along with a few new surprises. And of course, in just a few moments, I'll be kicking things off with the latest on Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, including 15 minutes of world premiere, never-before-seen, first-look exclusive gameplay. So get ready, because EA Play starts now.
Ya, comiéncela ya.
What's up, EA Play? How are you, Los Angeles? Come on, Hollywood, that's what I like to hear. What's up, my fellow Jedi? I'm Greg Miller, and today we're talking Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. We've been waiting you know what? We're talking about Star Wars. Yeah! We've been waiting so long for details on this game. I can't believe it. Can you believe it, LA?
Micropago, vamos a ver este año.
And we're finally here to help us get things started. We've got the head of Respawn, Vince Zampella, and the director of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Stig Asmussen. Everybody give it up for Vince and Stig, come on!
Nos va a explicar del juego, bla bla bla. Bueno, van a comenzar en la parte de afuera. La E3.
Get in there. How you doing? Goodness. Give me the hug, Vince. Let's get it going.
Yeah.
Yeah! Please, keep it going. They're making a Star Wars game. Guys, welcome to EA Play.
Thank you. What a great welcome.
How are you feeling right now? No pressure. You're just about to announce maybe one of the biggest, if not the biggest, games of your lives.
I'm going to let Stig answer this one.
You're supposed to answer this.
Hablamos del juego.
Off script.
So
Oh yeah, we're totally off script. They gave me cards. That was the dumb idea. Nobody cares.
It's so awesome to be here. I mean, it's EA Play, it's E3, it's Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really get any bigger than that.
Yeah, this is something that Stig and I have been envisioning for years, to see it come to life and be able to show you guys 15 minutes of gameplay today.
Y tenemos un
uncut
juego, por fin van a mostrar la jugabilidad.
So everybody's anxious to see what this 15 minutes is going to be.
Yeah.
For somebody watching right now who's just a FIFA fan, they don't know anything. What is happening? What is this game all about, Vince?
This is a single-player action-adventure game set post... Oh, yeah? Oh.
They're not dead, everybody!
Set post-Order 66 after the events in Episode 3, when all the Jedi were hunted down. Well, not all. When the Jedi were hunted down and eliminated.
So, Stig, that's the nutshell of the entire game. What are we about to see? Where are we at in the game right now for context?
Okay, so Cal's, this takes place maybe about 3 hours into the game.
Okay.
So Cal's built himself up. He's not a lowly Padawan anymore, but he's not a full Jedi yet.
Sure.
Like Vince said, this is unedited. We had one of our star players, Blair, over there.
That's it right there!
This is an expert playthrough. Okay. So we're going to see some really cool stuff.
He practiced a few times. 2 or 3, Blair? 2 or 3?
2 or 3 dozen.
It takes place on Kashyyyk, which is the Wookiee planet.
Of course.
And Cal's on a mission to restart the Jedi Order, and it takes him here to Kashyyyk. And the Wookiees have been enslaved by the Empire, who's basically siphoning the planet for all its resources to build up the Imperial war machine.
Got it. All right, so I brought out my phone, not to be rude, of course. It wouldn't be Greg Miller if I didn't look at the Twitch chat. And yeah, they are all through with us talking. They'd like to see the game. We've gone on long enough. We're not going to drone.
Let's do it.
Vince,
Well, let's roll.
would you like to kick it off?
Let's go!
inicia el viaje. Mucho príncipe de Persia.
Imperial sap refinery lies dead ahead.
What does the Empire want with tree sap?
Nothing good. They refine the sap into a powerful compound, and they're rushing to expand production.
We have to stop them.
That's the plan. We don't know their end game, but they spread themselves too thin. This map we recovered proves it.
Here you go, bud.
These refineries double as brutal prison camps. You use those cutters to create a distraction, while you take your lightsaber and free the Wookiees inside. We need their help to stop the Empire.
Understood.
Watch yourself in there.
You hear that? Said he needs my help. Come on, buddy.
Refinería del Imperio. No me gusta, es como el caminado del man. Se mueve bien caminando, pero corriendo parece, no sé, como que fuera a hacer popó. El resto de los movimientos están fluidos, los gráficos obviamente tienen que estar bien. Y tiene como esa esencia príncipe de Persia. Todo es como colgado, como corriendo sobre las paredes.
Gonna need to get through here.
Esa estuvo curiosa. Skill point.
Looks like you're blocked. I'll fix that. Never seen a trooper like that before. You gotta get these Wookiees out of lockup. Keep moving, Jedi. Man's open. Go.
Think you can help me, BD?
Flame beetles. They're coming through the wall. Hit their nest.
Sí, muy como Uncharted, Príncipe de Persia.
Oh, a shortcut. That's why you wanted to get this thing. You had no idea that was there, did you? You just wanted to turn that cutter on.
Shoot him. Not an easy target. Find cover. Give me time. Patrol the base. Got another breach down here. Some kind of webbing. Hey, who's that?
Investiga forma de vida salvaje.
high ground. What was that? Cutter 7 is active. Reporting a live cutter near the cell block. Immediate aid requested. It's breaking through and destroying everything. Lock alive. Don't be a fixed target.
Esa está bacana.
The Jedi will be here any minute. And our reinforcements in retreat. Good. Sir, the fewer distractions, the better. Jedi incoming! Ah! Get down! What's happening? You cannot escape! All Jedi will perish!
Little help. Need to slice this. No guards.
Chewbacca.
Ready to free you. You're not alone.
Visitation is not permitted.
Gameplay back on Xbox One.
Muy bien, estuvo bueno, bacano.
What do we think? What do we think, EA Play?
Muy bien. Premier Mundial.
Yes, that's what I wanted, the little boy. Guys, congratulations. That looks pretty awesome.
Thank you.
I have a
Thanks.
million questions, and I know we're short on time as always. I want to point out, though, in the Twitch chat, Gwyn96 says, that's frickin' cool. But he didn't use frickin'. How does it feel to, I think, deliver, right? Like, you guys liked it, right? I think I was looking at the Twitch chat. There's a lot of people who liked it. Like, what does that feel like to finally show this game?
Oh, it's great. I mean, being involved with this team, you know, Stig and his team have done an amazing job. They've put so much of themselves into this game. To be able to be involved in something like this is just, you know, dream come true.
Yeah.
Agreed. Huge shout out to the team.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Everybody who busted their butts on the demo, but also the whole game. The whole game is coming together right now. So it's an amazing feeling. I'm just so proud to be up here, and I hope that Star Wars fans understand that we're really doing our best to try to honor the brand.
I mean, I think from, go ahead, clap. No, I'm gonna stop you. Whenever you want to clap for him, you clap for him. I think that's pretty evident from it. And I liked when we introed, you guys were talking about the fact that this is a skilled person playing it, right? We all see it and we think it looks awesome. What are we missing by not having our hands on the controllers? Like, what do lightsabers feel like?
I mean, it's fantastic, right?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Because it looks like it's got weight to it and throwing it and catching it, right? Like, that's the impact I think I want from it.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's really satisfying. I mean, the game itself, it's thoughtful combat, as Stig likes to call it. It's what you saw was a really good player.
Yeah.
Right. So you'll
right
have
over
to
there
work up
again.
to
He'll
that
give out
stuff.
autographs after this panel.
So you can block, parry, deflect. Like
Yeah.
we want the combat to feel really good for people to go in and be able to like be part of that and size up the enemies when things feel right. It feels really good.
Yeah, it's also about the enemy arrangements as well, like what enemies we're putting you up against, how you go in and use your tools to take them down. But it's not just lightsabers; it's the Force as well.
Sure. Well, that's part of this. You were talking to me last night about it, right? This thoughtful combat. And the idea that when I watched the demo initially, my thought was, oh, these are canned animations, right? I'm doing a force grab and stabbing the guy, and that's all I hit R1 and that happened. That's not that way.
No, it's all freeform.
So, like, you can go back in and replay things and do it differently, or you and I would have different
Absolutely. And actually, the enemies react to each other in different ways. You saw the flame troopers fighting against the spiders. You could sit as bystander and just kind of watch that fight if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get any skill points if you do that. And it's not any fun either. It's fun to watch sometimes, but it's a lot more fun to play.
You talk about the skill points. Are those going into the Force abilities?
Yeah, so we're going to have the classic abilities. We're going to have push, pull. We've got what we call force flip, which is essentially double jump, which is nice because that's something that makes sense in Star Wars, a Jedi actually doing a double jump. But we have one unique expression of the Force that you saw in there, which is slow, which is a little bit of the glue between force, push, and pull.
Yeah. Well, that was awesome. I think I thought you couldn't top my favorite moment in the demo, right? Where you come around the corner, grab the stormtrooper, or force pull the stormtrooper, stab him. But when you force pulled the stormtrooper and walked him into one bolt, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
That's one of my favorite. I think the first time I saw that, I freaked out a little.
No, you actually said it better be in the demo.
Well, you did it. You delivered. Tell me about the enemies we are seeing there, right? Because that's one of those things I feel like we're talking a lot about, seeing things a lot about, is we're running through the environment. You had different things. You had your normal stormtroopers. You had non-normal stormtroopers.
Yeah, and this is just a small portion of the game, by the way. So there's a lot more that we haven't shown.
You're saying that isn't the entire game?
That is not.
That's wow.
No,
I'm surprised.
no.
But we got our classic stormtroopers. We've got the scout troopers who you saw equipped with kind of melee charged weapon. We've got the flame troopers, but we also have the purge troopers whose task is to basically hunt Jedi, soften them up before the Inquisitors come in.
And like we're seeing right here, right? Like this bad.
That's the purge trooper.
That's
yeah, exactly. Like so
new that the team created.
In.
Yeah.
There you go. Adding to the Star Wars lore. What, we're pointing at one guy. Did he create it? Just that one man did?
Yeah.
It was a team effort. You led the charge.
Jordan did the concept.
Good job, Jordan. Everybody, three cheers for Jordan. So we're going through, and you have these new stormtroopers. You have your fire troopers. You have one of my favorite droids of all time coming back.
The KX.
And then making me fight him?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, you do.
No.
Trust me, you do.
I do?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, then, talk about the other star of this 15-minute demo, right? The new droid, BD1.
There he is right there.
No, BD1. BD1's in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, BD1. He's adorable, as I'm sure you know. I immediately want him as a backpack, so just a heads up if you're talking to anybody in the licensing department.
All right. We can make
what
that
does he
happen.
do in the game, right? Excuse me, we're hosting a panel. You can keep it down over there. What are the traits? What are we using as? Is he just flair? Am I using him for different things?
Like story-wise, he's Cal's companion. He's an explorer droid, which is perfect because Cal's on this mission for survival that's taken him to all these savage planets. BD sounds for Buddy Droid 1, which is...
That's Respawn. That's Respawn.
I mean,
I don't think I didn't notice the wall running either. I'm like, well, yeah, Respawn made this game. Yeah, okay.
Definitely inspired by BT, but the name ended up sticking.
Yeah.
So, one of the cool factoids is his voice is authored by the legendary Ben Burt.
Oh, nice.
Who did all the main sound designer in the original trilogy and beyond. But he can hack doors, computers, as we saw in there.
So just scan some stuff there.
Yep. Scan the environment for like environmental storytelling, learn more lore about the planet.
I saw him shooting out health packs. Is that a canned animation after a fight? Is it a button I'm hitting?
It's player input.
Okay.
Whenever they want.
Down on it?
Whenever they want, BD will eject a stim pack.
Okay.
There's a limited amount that you can find more over the course of the game, and you're actually in that moment you're defenseless, so you got to choose wisely when you're going to do it.
Okay. We've seen the gameplay. Without spoiling stuff for me, what's going on in the story? Like, obviously, Cal, I thought he was going to be way weaker as a Jedi. You know, just tell me the whole story. What A to B, Stig, how's it go? What's the ending?
Well,
Actually, you know what? Stop. Full stop. I can't believe I've gone this long in the panel without asking. Is Watto in this game?
Sorry, I can't say.
But that's not a no! Hashtag Watto 2019. I'll be retweeting them all after this panel. Thank you very much. But what's going on in the story outside of Watto should be in it?
Well, you know, story's a really big deal to us. We've created this with Lucasfilm. We got to keep a really tight lip on it. So I don't really want to go into it too far.
Go home.
Sorry.
I mean, yeah, the story.
Gotta save it.
Okay. I know one of the things a lot of people have been asking, right? I put up stuff on Instagram saying, hey, give me questions. Community wanted to know, this is Star Wars canon, right? You
Totally canon.
Okay.
Totally legit.
Okay.
This is Cal's a real character.
Yeah.
You saw Saw Gerrera in there. He's you know, obviously part of the Star Wars universe. Seer, Cal's mentor.
Yeah.
They're all going to live in other places.
Okay, that's great. Vince, how's that feel? No pressure.
It feels great.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, we have.
You act like it's so nonchalant. You're making a Star Wars game. That's canon.
Yeah, it's not nonchalant at all. It's amazing. Like I said, I'm just like shocked to be up here. I'm like.
I know it's a big deal to work with me, but it's okay. We'll be all right.
We've been talking about this for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So.
The other big community question I've seen a lot is, it's a Star Wars game, and Star Wars games in the past have allowed us to go light or dark. Is that a choice here?
No.
Okay, well. Why not?
Because. No, I think it goes back to the fact that Cal's authentic, and he has to fill a certain role so he can be used in other places.
Yeah, this is a Jedi story.
Well, that's the thing I appreciate the most, that you guys are coming in and telling a story, right? Like, I think that's why so many of us are excited for it, is the idea that this is a Star Wars story, that you guys have something to tell, something to say, and a lot of walls to run on. Vince and Stig, anything you want to say to the fans before we let you go?
I mean, just thanks for the support. The energy here is great.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Fantastic.
Greg's showing us some stuff online. Like everyone, the reaction is fantastic.
Amazing moment.
The team, badass. Thank you guys.
Go team.
All your hard work. Now we just have to finish. Can't wait to bring it to you guys. There's so much more that you haven't seen yet. I can't wait to show you.
Believe it or not, there's so much more. There is more at the Microsoft conference tomorrow.
That's right.
Vince, Stig, thank you so much for coming out. November 15th. Can't come soon enough. For those of you here at EA Play, the Respawn team has brought even more gameplay for you to check out over in the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Theater. And for those of you at home...
Extended.
I was about to do a bit. For those of you at home, you will stay tuned for Apex Legends.
Yeah!
This is the show you're looking for. Thank you for the yeah. I was like, that's the corniest joke I put in this thing. No one's going to laugh. Hey, everybody, I'm Greg Miller. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We got more EA Play for you now.
Listo, ya mostraron Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, que se ve más tipo Uncharted, como Príncipe de Persia. Bueno, vale la pena. Hablaron de las características, los enlaces y pues obviamente en octubre más o menos. Seguimos con Apex Legends en 2 minutos. Listo.
So hype. Hype mode engaged, although that's actually a lie. It was engaged about 3 days ago. Anyway, so big thanks to Vince and Stig for sharing that exciting deep dive into Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Bueno.
We're all a little bit too excited here.
Sistema en línea.
I'm Julia Hardy, and a little later on, Adam Freeman and I will be bringing you news on Battlefield 5. Yeah. Right now, though, EA Play is in full swing with gamers getting their hands on all kinds of exclusives. There's a lot to look forward to, starting with our next show, Apex Legends. So Alex Goldenboy Mendez is bringing you the hottest news on Apex Legends Season 2. We've got info on a new weapon, new battle pass, new mode, and a reveal of the 10th legend. Stay tuned because Apex Legends is over
Cada
its way.
producto está tardando más o menos 11, una hasta hora de Los Ángeles. Listo, ya inicia la otra vez. Olvidando el partido acá mientras tanto. Estados Unidos, Ecuador, está ganando Ecuador. Esperemos a ver qué más hay. ¡Ay, qué pereza! Apex Legends.
Gonzalo, le puede entrar Gonzalo, la juega cortita, bola corre Zavala.
No, estamos atacando Ecuador. Baila. Merece los pasesotes. Estamos bombardeando al pobre. En los 80 se la botó toda. Botó los últimos 30.000 heridas. Ahora sí arrancó.
Let's go. Everything dies.
Looking for me? Surprise.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to EA Play 2019, and I'm so excited to talk about Apex Legends here at EA Play. I'm professional esports commentator Alex Goldenboy Mendez. Now, everyone at Respawn has been working diligently at making Apex Legends the best Battle Royale game out there. We've got some big updates. That's right. I like that. Like that, baby. Bring that energy. We got some exciting details to share on Apex Legends Season 2, including a brand new weapon, a new mode, in improvise, you hear me? I'm improvising. An improved battle pass, a reveal of the 10th legend coming to the arena, and so much more. So let's jump out of this drop ship, dive right into the hot zone. Take it away, Jay.
Tenemos de Apex Legends.
Thanks, Golden Boy. I'm Respawn's community manager, Jay Frechette, and as you can see, we've brought Kings Canyon to life right here at EA Play. We've even got all 9 current legends here to help me bring you some of the Season 2 updates that you've been clamoring for. We're going to introduce you to our newest legend after the show, but for those of you at home, don't miss your chance to jump into our Legendary Hunt event. Check it out.
The hunt is upon us. Prepare yourself.
The Legendary Hunt has begun. Legends can compete to enter an all-new Apex Elite queue, complete challenges for exclusive cosmetics.
I could do this all day.
Earn XP and Battle Pass boosts, and find all-new exclusive skins in the in-game store.
Only the strong will win and slaughter.
For a limited time, Legends who place in the top 5 of any match will earn the right to join the Apex Elite queue.
I need some help over here.
Solid copy. There, they will have the opportunity to test their skills. Need some ammo against the most talented legends in the game.
One more. A legend's true test is from within.
Additionally, legends can complete legendary hunt challenges to earn rewards, like the epic Master of the Hunt Bloodhound, the Wolfpack G7,
Not your day. I won this one.
and hunt down 2 wins to score the exclusive legendary Tamed Beast triple take.
Trust in the gods and you shall be rewarded.
Opening fire. Got him.
During the event, all Battle Pass owners will receive the free legendary Honored Prey R301. Hit level 15 on your Battle Pass, and you'll also earn the legendary Night Terror Wraith.
You know what I look like. Come find me.
Every day, Legends
Skins,
can also
armas,
earn an
pero nada
entire
de
Battle
nuevo.
Pass level for your first top 5 finish of the day.
Thank you for the fun fight.
And we're doubling down
Doble
with our
experiencia
first
cada
ever
semana.
Double XP weekend.
One moment.
From June 7th to June 9th,
7
earn
al
double
9.
XP on both your base and Battle Pass progression.
Our destiny has led us to this moment.
Throughout the event, be sure to keep an eye on the rotating store for new exclusive Legendary Hunt cosmetics.
The sky has opened and gifted the day.
Squad up and drop in, as the Legendary Hunt won't last forever. Good luck, Legends.
Let the hunt begin.
Hace temporada 1.
That's right. Until
como en
June
negrita,
18th,
sí.
you can jump into the Legendary Hunt, our limited time event that features the debut of our Elite Queue, exclusive challenges you can unlock, and some killer skins and more. Also, this weekend is Double XP weekend, so there's lots of great reasons to jump in. The community really brought it since this event launched, and it's awesome to see the best duke it out. Back to you, Golden Boy.
Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you, Jay, for that. Appreciate it. All right. That was Season 1.
Who's ready to talk about Season 2? I like that. So, you know, listen, I play this game every day. It's one of my favorites, and I did this like right before the show started. That's how much I play this game. And you know, I'm going to jump back in when we finish up. But first, I do want to talk about Season 2. We've got the first details here. And joining me, we got Drew McCoy in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Drew,
it's legends.
We've been so patient for that beautiful, beautiful content.
Yes.
What do you have for us today?
Well, it's coming.
Okay.
First and foremost.
Content is coming.
It's
Confirmed.
coming.
You've heard it here first.
So, Season 2, it's coming July 2nd, and it's called Battle Charge.
All right. So, Battle Charge will be coming out. What can we expect, though, when this new season drops?
Yeah, so as we announced when we launched the game, we're taking a seasonal approach. So, we're trying to cram as much into the launch of Season 2 as possible with some other stuff along the way. But what you can expect from the launch is a new legend, a new weapon, a new way to play the game.
Okay.
Nuevo sistema de juego.
Perhaps a map event. And a lot of this has been done through a lot of the feedback from community. We're also changing up some of the meta balance of weapons to try and buff up some of the weaker weapons and bring a lot of cool stuff in the game.
Okay. All right. It's a lot. It's a lot. We're going to talk about a good portion of it here, but let's talk about that sweet new content because Season 2 is bringing a new weapon to the fight, and today we're excited to show it to you. So let's just go ahead, roll the clip.
Pero es que no le inyectan otro mapa, y eso es lo que va a matar ese juego.
They usually carry rare platforms.
Elstar here. I am taking fire, friends. I bathe in the blood. Your ignorance meets your end. Need help. Good job, me. A new season. Strong work. Hostile over there.
Frag out. Wicked. Making contact with enemy. Accept it, I'm here. You're not.
There you have it, the L-Star, man. I remember getting slapped by this gun in Titanfall 2. So pretty excited to see this one make it into the fold in the arena. Seems really powerful. So tell me more about its place in the entire weapon loadout for Apex Legends.
Yeah, so the L-Star's new, it's coming, launch of Season 2. It's actually a care package weapon because it's so OP. It's just amazing. But
Glad you said that out front.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like the master for the Kraber. It's incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
And being a care package weapon, it doesn't use any of the existing ammo on the ground, so whatever you get with it is what you got.
I also noticed, too, it shattered through doors.
Yeah, it can open doors.
So, like, melees, grenades, and now the
L-Star.
Wow, okay, so that is pretty sizable. Now, what other changes are going to be coming to weapons? Because this may seem very nerdy, but I'm a huge fan of hop-ups. I'm all about Prowler with my switch fire. That's my jam.
Yeah.
What are you bringing me?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, there's going to be some meta changes to the weapons. We're trying to bring up some of the weaker weapons. And then, yeah, there are 2 new hop-ups coming. Not really going to say what they are yet. You guys got to wait for Season 2, but there is a chance that maybe a memeable weapon named after an African country is usable.
Is usable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps.
All right, perhaps. I mean, that is yet to be seen. We'll have to see if that's going to be a reality. All right, cool. So we're starting out hot with that L-Star light machine gun. We also have the Battle Pass. And, you know, when you guys first spoke about the Battle Pass, you said that it was a learning experience. What's different this time around for Season 2?
Yeah, so we've been listening to community a lot. Season 1 didn't quite launch as well as we were hoping. The content was fairly underwhelming for players, so we've been taking that in. We've been getting all sorts of data from people buying skins to what they equip on their characters or weapons. And so we've taken this learning and put it into Season 2 Battle Pass. So first off the bat, it's challenge-based now instead of essentially time-based. So you'll get daily and weekly challenges, and they stack if you don't play for a while. So you can come back after a month and try and knock them all out on a weekend and level up really quick. Ultimately, this does mean leveling to level 100 is a lot quicker than in Season 1. We're also getting rid of all the badges and stat trackers, taking up space throughout the leveling process. And we are inserting 3 entirely new content types into the Battle Pass, which we will talk about later. and there's a lot more skins in it, and there's going to be enough crafting metals by the time you hit level 100 to craft your very own legendary of your choosing.
All right. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of value for that battle pass.
That sounds very exciting. All right, and now, you know, we're talking about Apex. It's got some pretty sick skins. What skins do you have for me today?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, I think our skin game is being upped pretty significantly. You can see that with the Wraith skin specifically from the Legendary Hunt event.
Skins?
But we got 4 Legendary skins in the Battle Pass. So we have 2 character and 2 weapon. So for Caustic, he's got the Prince of Darkness skin. And for Octane, we're doing the Jade Tiger. I think you can see there's Prince of Darkness right there. And then there is a skin for the Spitfire called the Intimidator. And the R301 is getting 2 skins, actually. So the Iron Rampage at level 100.
Pero eso no rellena el contenido que está uno buscando.
Oh, man, you see that?
That
looks insane. That looks insane. All right. Now, another question that the community is having, they're just dying to have answered. New ways to play. Elite Q was awesome.
Yep.
I think it's like one of the coolest additions for Apex Legends. What else?
Yeah, so when we designed Apex Legends, we really wanted it to have kind of a competitive core to it. This is a game that's meant to be played over hundreds of hours and mastered, really deep learning experience. And so the Elite Queue is our first step towards getting to a higher competitive stage.
Okay.
And so Season 2, I'm really, really, really stoked to announce we have a ranked mode coming.
Ranked mode?
Yeah.
All right.
So ranked mode, you'll progress through 6 tiers if you're good enough. You will cap out if you are garbage tier like myself.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll be in Wood Division together.
Yeah, you and me, buddy.
Yeah, that's
Wood.
what's up.
Wood 3, I think.
Wood 3?
Yeah,
Wood 3 Division?
Yeah, so it goes from Bronze all the way up to Apex Predator, and it's using special matchmaking for each of the tiers. So the higher you get, you'll probably have some longer matchmaking times, but it's because we're trying to find the best possible match for you. And then throughout the season, you'll be hopefully gaining tiers, and then at the end of the season, you'll get rewards based on where you ended.
Wow.
To show off for the next season.
Ranked mode coming to Apex Legends.
Yes, it's going to be awesome.
That's sick.
Bla, bla, bla,
All
nada
right.
importante, nada que
All
valga la
right,
pena
all
hasta el
right,
momento.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Vainas
I'm
que
going to
ya
be all up in
sabíamos,
that.
vainas
It's
que
going to
ya
be sick.
estaban
I can't
cantadas,
wait.
vainas que ya no
I am
nos
legitimately
emocionan,
concerned, as I
que no nos
mentioned.
están mostrando
There would be the first
absolutamente
Wood Division
nada,
player, which isn't
una
even in it, or
cantidad
Plastic
de-
Division.
Plastic's good.
Yeah, that's going
skins
to
y toda
hurt.
esa
But
vaina
dude,
nomás.
thank you so
O
much
sea,
for
no está
sharing all these
ocurriendo nada del
details,
otro
man.
mundo.
Guys, Drew, ladies
Básicamente
and
se han
gentlemen,
dedicado a
from the
hablar
Respawn team.
de las nuevas armas, de lo que trae
All
la
right, now,
temporada 2, que
here's
se
the thing.
estrena
I'm a
aproximadamente en
Lifeline
junio,
main,
julio.
just fact.
Cuando
You
julio.
are too. Respect
Y
that. Any
pues
Lifeline
nada del
mains in
otro
the house?
mundo. Hubiera sido
Lifeline
bacano un
mains?
personaje,
All
hubiera
right,
sido
but
bacano un escenario nuevo.
that might change when the new
Algo que valga
season
la pena,
drops.
que oxigene
That's
el
right,
juego porque se
because
está
Jay,
cayendo muy rápido y es buen juego.
give the people what they want. We want to
Eso es
know
lo que nos está
who
dando
is the
Esteban,
10th legend joining the arena. What do you have?
It's my pleasure, Golden Boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the moment has arrived. The 10th legend joining the Apex Legends arena is Watson.
¡Ay, severo! Eso, que
To
valga
help
la
us get to know
pena.
our latest legend a little bit better, our team put together this touching illustrated short. Let's check it out.
Esa es la que vale la pena.
As I write this letter, it's the middle of the night in late summer. An hour ago, you
Ya me
cracked the
estaba aburriendo,
equations
sinceramente.
necessary to power the force field. You showed me up tonight, my magnificent daughter, and I couldn't be happier or prouder of that. I always knew you were special, but never did I fathom that the little girl who taught her staffed Nazi multiplication tables would grow up to master quantum laser mechanics. I have assured the Syndicate that the modified containment force field will be operational in a month's time, and it's all thanks to you. I may be just a doddering old fool trying to hold on to Mon Bébé a little while longer before he loses her to a daughter. But I do see you. I see the strong, brilliant, wonderful young woman you've become. And I know when the day comes that I'm no longer with you, you are going to be just fine. The games will be brilliant because you are brilliant. My daughter can and will do anything she wants in this life because she is the smartest woman in the frontier. Je t'aime de tout mon cœur, pour toujours, Papa.
I did it, Papa. I hope wherever you are, you're cheering for me.
Ah, por fin, algo que valga la pena.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Se
Watson
riega la
joining the
bola, un
arena,
nuevo
and
personaje.
joining
Y
me
habla de la
now, we
electricidad,
have
lo
the
que
three
todos habían
gentlemen
dicho.
who
Todos lo
brought
habían
her
dicho,
to
todos
life.
tenían
Griffin,
rumores,
Will, and
habían
Tom,
pistas en los
thank you
trailers,
so
en el
much for joining
escenario,
us here.
donde especificaban que había un nuevo personaje que se basaba
Bible thump to
en
the
la
chat, man, 'cause
electricidad.
that was just-
Pero
that
pues
was
nunca
just-
nos lo habían
that was
mostrado
right
y
there,
pues
hit
ya
you
era
right
hora.
in the feels.
Porque si no oxigenan esa vaina
But
con otros
Griffin,
personajes
we'll
o
start with you, bud.
escenarios, la
You're
gente se
one
va
of the
a ir.
legend designers,
Es muy bueno el
and
juego y todo,
I'm
pero
curious on the
si se dan
approach that you
cuenta,
guys took
Fortnite,
towards making
Fortnite lo
Watson
que
a
hace es
character that
actualizar,
has
poner eventos,
impact
es lo que
in
tienen
the
que
arena.
oxigenar.
So Watson really started as a conversation between a friend of mine and I, who he's an engineer, and he has this really methodical, interesting way of taking really complex problems and systematically solving them. And so I kind of thought, what would it be like if we took the sort of the defensive complexity of Apex and introduced a character that could really create an ecosystem in which you can survive the really aggressive third-party meta, all of that stuff. So the idea behind Watson really is that if you plan and you sort of adapt to the environment, you really know the map, and you work closely with your team, that you can really create these strong defenses that that people are going to really have to think about in terms of how they push on you and that sort of thing. So the current meta of I hear gunfire and I hit it as hard as I can, you know, with Bangalore, Wraith, Octane, all of those. We're trying to sort of bump that meta a little bit and make it so that this more stanced RTS kind of play style has breathing room.
Yeah, you're trying to provide like options for the players.
Yes,
right? Because if you want to be able to play that hyper aggressive approach, whether you're running like a composition that contains like a typical one, which would be like a Pathfinder, Wraith, and a Lifeline for that support, you can play into a composition like this, and they kind of counter one another. So that's going to be really fun. And we're going to dive into the abilities and everything that she does, because let me tell you, it's insane. Now, as far as the look and feel, my favorite part about Apex Legends is that the characters, the legends themselves, they stand out. When you're looking from far away, you see the silhouette and you know exactly who it is that you're about to engage with. What were some of the complexities in bringing a character like Watson to life?
So it's a collaborative effort. You know, shout out Heath and Sam, animation department. Everybody kind of works together. We were given a specific set of skills that she would be using, abilities from Griffin, and that's kind of all we had to go off of. So we had to, Heath did a great job of like bringing it all together, giving her a sort of a grounded aesthetic. She had to look like she was using electricity and stuff like that. So rubber gloves and the coils and the wires and pushing her silhouette at the same time, making her stand out. You have to be able to read who she is from different distances. From there, all right. From there, you can really go in and sculpt all the details out and work with the animators to really bring her to life, give her personality in everything that she does with her abilities and that too. So.
Yeah, and there's some really cool stuff there as well. Every part that Watson, she takes out an item in her kit, it's actually like on her person.
Oh yeah.
You see it happen.
Yeah, and those are all very meticulously designed by the concept artist and then modeled out in 3D. So yeah, it's all functional.
That's great
in the world, yeah.
So now you get to the gameplay, the look, but the story, you know, because you got to hit us in the feels, right? Like super hard, and you just did that. Watson's backstory, who she is. Let's dive deeper into that.
Watson's kind of different from the way we usually do things, because usually it's very collaborative and we're creating the character at the same time, all the different departments, and we're working together. Watson was different. She was already designed and drawn when I got her, and one of the great things about working at Respawn is they encourage us to create characters that are non-traditional and that are characters you haven't seen in video games before, and to kind of branch out and see what else, you know, what other kinds of people can we represent out there. And so Watson is a very different character than I've ever seen in a video game, at least, and everything is based off of what these guys created. I mean, it's all, every single part of her backstory is connected somehow to either her abilities or her look.
And now, it was something that kind of stuck out to me. So, am I correct in assuming that Watson played a big role in the arena itself?
Yes, so Watson and her father actually invented the ring.
Okay.
And so she grew up in the arena, literally in the arena when they were building it. And we're going to start to, you're going to see with Watson and moving forward, we're going to start to build the lore of this world a little bit. You're going to find out who created the games. They mentioned the Syndicate in there, so we'll talk about the Syndicate down the road. You're starting to build more and more of a universe.
Yeah. Which is great. So she's in the, so all the legends must know her.
Oh yeah. She was their kid sister, basically. She was always hanging around the arena, and she got to know all the legends and got to watch all of them. She's not a mercenary. She's not a soldier. Her role is of support, and so everybody loves Watson. She's the one person that could probably unite all the legends together,
including Caustic.
Caustic respects her. She's a scientist.
Okay.
She's an engineer.
Okay. But like was a strong word for Caustic.
Yeah, I don't know if Caustic likes anybody.
Okay.
That's
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Well, yeah, that's super cool. I mean, blown away by this character so far. Now, I mentioned before we're going to talk about the abilities, because when you revealed these to me, I was floored, jaw-dropping. And a lot of people online were kind of like guessing as to like what it would be, and I'm very happy to see that a lot of them, some had the right idea, but for the most part, what she's capable of doing is ridiculous. So let's just talk about the active. First thing, defenses.
Yes. So the Watson has more interrelated abilities than probably any other current character we have. You really need to understand how they all interact. The fences, you can place 12 nodes, and you can use these in any permutation you want. Part of why we sort of went with her being such a brilliant electrical engineer is because we really wanted to reinforce both mechanically and thematically how creative the player can be with these. Basically, we're just giving you free reign to place these however you want and figure out.
And the players, they like I just saw right there. I don't know if that was intentional. So when your teammates go through, it shuts down.
It shuts off. So
if I'm downed and they run through the gate, does the gate deactivate?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different interactions, a lot of different ways that you can interact with the gates with other characters. The ultimate is, we call it an interception pylon. It shoots down bombardments, incoming grenades, stops arc star spam. And it charges your team's shield, and it also, if Watson's cooldown is slower when she's away from the pylon, but when you're near the pylon, it supercharges your tactical, so you get fences faster. So if you drop it down, it's a permanent structure until it's destroyed, and that allows you to build these large fortresses very rapidly. And you can use that for defending, for flank control on offensive squads, for going up on a tower and fencing it off. Pathfinder, and then the passive is that ultimate accelerants give you your ultimate 100% ultimate charge, and so if you save up ultimate accelerants over the course of the match, that allows you to place more pylons, and it means that you don't have to play conservatively as Watson as long as you save up ultimate charges. You can keep moving with a highly mobile squad. You can play offense, defense, support, however you feel like the fences and the pylon are most effective to whatever comp you're playing.
So what you're telling me here is that Lifeline mains do not need to continuously hold ultimate accelerants anymore.
We felt like we needed to
rejoice. That's right. We did it, people. Finally, because everyone's like really mean to me if I don't like use the ult accelerant. It's not fair. Oh wow. So that is ridiculous.
There's also when they cross the fences, you get pinged as well.
Oh yeah. So if any enemies cross through the fences, it pings your entire squad. So there's a situational awareness element to them as well.
Wow.
So if you know, so this is why she grew up in the arena. If you know where all the choke points, the entrances, the exits are, you can set up fences there, and you'll know exactly when an enemy crosses.
I'm even thinking about compositions and how it could work out. You know, maybe for any Gibraltar mains out there, maybe you find a little. No one cheered for that. Feels bad, man. Maybe there's a little synergy there that can be created. There's a lot that can be done with these fences and being able to block off certain chokes.
Yeah, I think it's really the big sort of the ceiling is how creative people can get with it, and I'm really excited to see what people do with it.
And from an art perspective here, they're very distinct. They stand out. What were some of the challenges in making sure these fences really, when a player saw them, they knew exactly what it was, not to kind of catch them off guard, so to speak, to make it really, really stand out.
Yeah, again, silhouettes, everything. You got to make it stand out, and it has to look like it lives in the world. That it's something that she can use, and that lives on her body as well. She's able to pull it out, and she's able to bring it out, and create a fortress basically, and it has to read. So. We had concept artists working on every little detail, and the modelers as well. And we had to test it out. We tested it out. We played in-game, or in-house, and make sure it reads well.
And these guys do a tremendous job of it too. I'm like, I need like a post with electricity that goes between the two.
Yeah.
And they create really cool stuff with just that kind of vague, hand wavy designer description.
Everything about it has clearly been thought out. This legend is going to be incredible. I can't wait to play Watson. You guys excited? Watson?
Claro, estamos esperando esa vaina.
That is nutty. All right,
Watson.
well, again, very much looking forward. Now, today, we've covered a bunch here. We've seen a new weapon. We've gotten a new mode, the latest legend, and the new Battle Pass for Season 2. So, let's recap all the amazing Apex Legends action that we've seen here today.
Surprise. Care package touching down. Like a deer in the headlights. Your time is ended.
Segunda temporada.
I'm not going to let you off that easy, Drew. What was that?
What was what?
What was that? You saw the giant thing on the screen in the eyeball. What was that?
All right.
Can't tell me?
Well, let's just say that. Well, no, but let's just say this. We got perhaps a couple of big things coming into Kings Canyon at the start of Season 2.
Okay.
So keep your eyes peeled over the next month. See what you can find out.
So if I were to like ask you, after we're done with this, are you like gonna give me the cold shoulder? Or are you actually gonna tell me?
There's no way I can tell you. Sorry.
Yo, man, I'm
Sorry.
just holding L's all
Not a
day out
chance.
here, man. This is not fair. Well, Drew, thank you so much, man. Guys, Apex Legends Season 2. Let's go. July 2nd could not get here soon enough. Now, if you're in Los Angeles, come check out Apex Legends at EA Play for your first chance to get hands-on with Watson, as well as all the other great Apex Legends things happening here. And for those of you at home, Double XP Weekend is going on right now, so jump into the Legendary Hunt event and start earning those amazing exclusive skins. I'm Golden Boy. It's been a blast talking Apex Legends with you all here today, and I'll see you in the arena. Peace.
3 minutos para Battlefield.
That's right, you just saw a ton of new info on Apex Legends Season 2, including a new Battle Pass, first details on Ranked Mode, and the official reveal of the newest Legend, Watson. I'm Greg Miller here at EA Play, where gamers are getting a chance to test drive the newest Legend right now. Stick around, because up next we've got Julia Hardy and Adam Freeman giving us the dirty details on Battlefield 5, including looks at a ton of new maps, exciting updates, and details on a new theater of war. All that's moments away, so keep it locked.
Battlefield sigue.
Hey guys! Hey, welcome to the Battlefield 5 show live from EA Play in Hollywood. Let's hear it! I'm Julia Hardy, and today we've got a ton of new info on some of the great updates coming to Battlefield 5 in 2019. But don't just take my word for it. My co-host, he reads all of your tweets, and I do actually mean all of them. It's a little bit creepy and weird. Battlefield Community Manager Adam Freeman, what have you got for us, Freeman?
Oh, thanks, Julia. Now, I may be a member of the Battlefield team, but as you know, I'm a fan. And I know you guys are a fan too, and you're going to love what we've got to you today. So, over the next half hour, we're going to be bringing you content that's coming to you over the next few minutes. We've heard what you want, so today you're getting your first look at a ton of new multiplayer maps. Features we know you've been screaming out for, and the arrival of a new theatre of war that's coming to Battlefield 5 this fall. So, when Chapter 4 Define the Odds drops, it's bringing so much cool stuff, so let's get to it. Over to you, Julia.
Thanks, Adam. That's right. Let's wait no longer and tear the plastic off our first new map, Marita. Let's check it out.
Okay. El siguiente mapa de Battlefield.
The Battle of Greece continues. On the Marita map, Allied forces are making a last stand to halt the Axis armies sweeping through the region. You'll deploy on a sloping mountain ridge and within the tight streets of a rural town. The Allies control the town, but Axis troops are already on its fringes. The road down into the village is crucial, and you must fight to hold here or risk losing control of the region. You'll always have tactical choices nearby, with a close proximity to other key locations, so keep an eye out for them. Marita is an infantry-focused map, where all 4 soldier classes will be able to shine. Tanks and aircraft will stand aside for intense infantry gunfights and sneaky flanks in the cobbled streets. Hills and multi-story homes means unique vertical gameplay. Stay alert in this steep environment as the Battle of Greece rages on.
To help give us even more details on Marita, please welcome Ryan MacArthur from DICE. Yeah. So thanks for coming out, Ryan. So obviously Marita looks amazing. What was the map's inspiration?
Well, I think the team in LA that put this together, and they built the Mercury map that everyone saw earlier this month. Mm-hmm. And so they really wanted to continue that story of the Battle of Greece, which is a bit of an unknown story, new to me as well, as you learn about this stuff. So it's really cool. It's sort of set on the Albanian-Greece border, sort of in the mountains there, where the Axis power sort of started to push into Greece during the war. And it's sort of set above the clouds in this nice little quiet, well, I guess what used to be quiet village. Before,
Not anymore.
Before these guys all show up. And it's quite a different experience than Mercury. And it's sort of a totally different style of gameplay that you would have seen in the game before.
So what kind of gameplay are we talking about? What's happening?
Well, so this is going to be a heavily infantry-focused map. So as Mr. Battlefield likes to put it, this is total creative chaos. So you're just going to see some
love that.
Oh.
Creative chaos. Yeah.
So what we get there is just head-on just collisions in the middle of this map. And it's sort of what we try to do with all the new maps that we've created, spending a lot of time to figure out how do we make each one of them different. So when players go in and play one of these new maps, it sort of has a different feel than the ones they've played before to sort of create that different experience for them. So this one has, I guess for lack of a better way to put it, is sort of a banana shape to it. And that banana
If you like
shape
their fruit.
Well, I think fruit's important when you're doing game design, I think, obviously. And so the shape gives you sort of a variety of different play styles and sort of creates this sort of narrow channels for people to just run head-on into each other, which really creates that chaos that is Battlefield. But
That's what we want, though. That's what we want, that kind of chaos. But most importantly, we need to know, like, we could talk all days, but when can we get our hands on it? That's what we want to know, right?
Yeah, and I think the great thing for this is coming in July as part of Chapter 4, so stay tuned. And I think some people are going to get to play it while they're here today.
Ooh, lucky you. All right, Freeman, who's we've stuck up there for no other reason than, well, my own entertainment, has more on Chapter 4 for you. Over to you, Freeman.
I'm up here PTFOing. I don't know what you're giving out to me, Julia. Listen, we have more maps. So let's deliver a brand new one to you. This is Al Sundan. It's coming in Chapter 4.
The fight moves to the North African desert in a vast new map for Battlefield 5, Al Sundan. Prepare to engage alongside a lush desert coast and contrasting harsh environments.
Solo mapas, expansiones.
Axis forces have militarized the area with camps, a radar tower, and an airbase. You must fight over possession of these critical points. In Al Sundan, we've taken the vista used in a single-player war story under no flag and doubled down on air and land vehicle combat. With this, the location has been optimized for all-out multiplayer action. On this open map, it's up to you to shape the fight. With large distances, vehicle-based team play, and battles across ranges, you'll always have plenty of choices. Make good use of this sandbox to secure the win. Utilize vehicles, mounted guns, planes, and transports. Capture the strategic airfield to dominate the sky, or engage in fast-paced infantry battles in tight interior areas. Al Sundan is classic Battlefield. We can't wait to let you play it.
Yeah. That's amazing. So obviously Al Sundan was adapted from Under No Flag. So tell us a little bit about what that process was like.
Yeah, so usually, you know, when the guys, when the team sort of focus on building these war stories, they want to create these nice narrative, linear experiences and sort of that really tell the story of World War II. But with Under No Flag, they sort of took a little bit of a different approach to this and sort of made this big, wide-open experience. And that showed a lot of potential from a multiplayer perspective as well. So when we finished the game originally, the team wanted to sort of sit down and sort of a small group of them and take a shot at turning this into what could be an amazing Battlefield map. It's huge. This is a really big map. This is your sort of classic Battlefield sandbox. This is where you're going to see, you know, tanks and planes and infantry and all of that together in sort of what is truly Battlefield. It's sort of built for that open world gameplay with, you know, depending on no matter how you want to play, there's something there for you.
Yeah, oh, definitely. And so how do I kind of, you know, adjust my strategy? Because obviously it's such a wide map. Like, what am I doing?
Well, I think if you look at it, there's room for all different playstyles. So there's 6 flags on this when you're playing Conquest, and you can see here, even if you can see from the videos here, you've got, you know, when you go into the village, it's all about infantry play and speed and flanking through the things, and the bridge in the middle, it's all about, you know, sort of controlling that with infantry gameplay. And I think Mr. Battlefield the other day decided to just sit there with his tank and destroy me. But
it's just something that he likes to do.
He's kind of mean, but he's not mean. He's super nice. But
no, but most importantly, I mean, again, we could go on and on and on. We're tight for time. There's so much to get through, so many announcements. When can we get our hands on Al Sundan?
But so this is the first map that we're going to come in with Chapter 4. So June 27th, this is going to be available day 1, Chapter 4 for everybody.
Nice, nice. Now we've got a couple more surprises to come, but before we get into all that, let's take a look at what's coming in August towards the end of Chapter 4.
Get up close and personal. With Chapter 4 defying the odds, new and intense close-quarter maps are coming to Battlefield 5. By popular demand, we're bringing more maps to players craving tighter types of multiplayer, specially tailored for intimate infantry combat. The new Battlefields will challenge your squad in unique ways. Teamwork, skill, and adaptation are your keys to victory. Fight through an explosives production facility in Lofoten Islands and unseat the Axis occupation in Provence. Prepare to assemble your team and rise above your enemies. And prepare to learn more about these new battlefields later in the year.
Now, to help us break down these new maps, Ryan and I are joined by Mr. Battlefield himself, Lars Gustafsson. I don't know if you made that up yourself. But oh, and because he asked nicely, we also let Freeman come down from his weird place up there.
You're worse than my Firestorm teammates. You just leave me behind everywhere.
But we can all understand why that happens.
True.
Do you want to take over this one for
Sure,
the start?
don't mind if I do.
Yeah, go for it.
Lars, these are very different then to the two maps we've already shown so far today. Tell us about them.
They are. I mean, taking a step back, we've been closely monitoring how players engage in Tides of War, and no surprise, I mean, they love the bigger modes like Conquest. It's always been kind of a Battlefield pillar. But it's been super fun to watch how they engage with passion and dedication in the smaller modes, like Squad Conquest, for example, which really become a success. And with that in mind, then, we've, together with the DICE LA studio, they've been going at it, tailoring maps that are specially made for smaller modes. And as such, being able to give that, the close quarter feeling, the tight, what you say, the intimate combat.
Intimate infantry combat.
Oh, yeah, we need that on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Intimate infantry.
We're making that platoon when we get back.
I mean, what kind of the sort of like key strategies then when you're playing close quarters on this map?
As we see with these smaller game modes, I mean, the key to this is just really good team play, really good squad play. And so, sticking together and not leaving anybody behind, like Mr. Freeman over here. Unless he's
But I mean,
not
what if
being,
you want to leave him behind? Can you?
Then it's acceptable.
Because I would.
It's two beautiful maps.
They'd just be a spinning number plate.
It would be, yeah.
As you saw, Lofoten, it's serenity, beautiful Nordic countryside, but then kind of ripped open with gunfire and everything amongst villas and factory equipment. And then Provence, I plan to take my wife there, pastilles on the square.
Stop destroying places you want to take your family. It's weird.
I'll take Ryan.
Yeah, take him instead and then go to
But it's beautiful cobblestones, lots of good flanking routes, and it's the smaller maps really allows you to master every inch of it. So it's really about, knowing your battlefield.
I mean, again, we could go on and on and talk about all of these maps, but we've got one more map to show off, and I want to make sure we have time to get through it. But first, Lars, you've brought with him some news about some kind of core gameplay updates we know that you've all been waiting for, so you're excited about this one.
Lars, you know how much time I'm spending online.
I mean,
I am working.
Just Battlefield, or let's not delve.
Big community features we've announced this month. Increase the max rank. Private games. Let's talk max rank. What can you tell us?
Let's talk max rank. We do know, and it's been loudly made to us, our kind of awareness, that there are players out there too skilled who maxed out on rank 50 too quickly. So we've taken that to heart, and we've now taken the max rank from 50 to 500. So it's quite a leap.
Yeah.
And it's
Battlefield 500 now.
so truly a journey for our players to go on, moving forward.
And it's a grind train. But what are people getting if they're on it?
Yeah, what are we getting?
We're all in it. We want the goodies. So to start with, already from rank 51, you will be granted company coins for every rank up. But then at every, we call them milestone ranks, every 50th rank, you will get one shiny new rank icon to show off your skills, and also a beautiful set of dog tags. So lots of ways of showing off your mastery on your journey towards, the world domination.
It's already happening.
August is the time. So it's almost here.
Almost here.
So world domination for Lars by August.
Yeah, so I wondered if we were talking about world domination or when that was happening, but all right.
Private games then. The other massive thing that we know players want. What we got?
Yes. I mean, another one that's our lovely community have been vocal about. And previously, for those of you who've been with Battlefield, it was called RSP, the Rented Server Program. But now we're shifting over to private games. And what it means, the beautiful thing with it is, the baseline package that comes out is free for everyone that plays Battlefield 5. So a beautiful package. It's there to let you set up your servers and kind of create your experiences, whether you want to capture or, play with your friends. And Freeman, you can play with us. For sure.
Thanks.
You can sit with them. And obviously, you love getting all that community feedback, so hit him up, Mr. Battlefield at AOL.com, and let him know.
Well, just saying,
that is the thing, though. We're not finished when we're done, right?
No, exactly. It's coming in, let's see.
September,
yeah.
And at that time, we want you to dive on it, set up your servers, play it, and give us feedback. Since this is kind of just the beginning of the journey with the private games, we want to hear what did we do right and where should we shape up and take it an extra notch. So be with us and be candid.
Okay, well, Lars, don't tell Ryan, but you know you're my favorite for this. Thank you very much for it.
Do I still get to
We've
number
got more,
2?
though, Julia. We've got more.
You're almost.
Well, it's just going to get a bit weird and fighty up here in a minute. Well, as promised, we've got one more Battlefield map to show you. It's called Operation Underground. Lars, Ryan, talk us through what we're about to see. Yes, let's have a look.
Well, this is the ultimate definition of a passion project. So Inge Göran, the original designer for Operation Metro, when we finished Battlefield 5 and shipped it, he wanted to do something that he just was truly invested in. So we kind of went down and he sat down and he came back with what was Operation Underground. And when he showed it to the team, we knew we just had to make this. And I think Lars is sort of being part of that journey in the beginning. I mean, you know how much this meant to the team.
Yeah, I mean, I was there when we started to build the maps for Battlefield 3. And early on, it was kind of a brainstorm. I still remember it was tons of images on the wall. We challenged the team to, where do you want to fight? Everything from subway to shopping mall to God knows everywhere.
Yeah.
And then the team started, or someone smart, not me, apparently, said, do I only get to pick one?
Yeah.
So they started to pick a number of them, and I think Inge then chose 3 of them, which was the park, the subway, and kind of the bank area in the city.
Like a kind of scene tapas. I mean, you don't want one meal, you want 3 lots of meals all in
More
one
is
meal.
always better, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So you can see, when you see kind of it spinning behind us here, you can see the true inspiration, but what Inge Göran and the talented crew with him has done is to kind of take at heart the feedback from the original Metro and started to provide especially a lot of flanking routes so that you can kind of move around and be smart about it. And tons of easy to spot ones, but also
Everyone
the
loves
most
a
sneaky
sneaky
ones.
flank.
Yeah,
Everyone
no,
loves
it-
a sneaky flank. Cheesy sneaky flank.
I mean, I think as you look at it, like this is not Metro remastered. This is, as the guys look at it, sort of reimagined. And I think you've got a bunch of different diverse areas. You've got big open courtyards, at street level and narrow streets, and you go down into where you see in the video here where the subway cars are and into the sub basements, and you're going to find a whole bunch of different things and different ways to play and different styles. And I know the guys have a few surprises in there as well that I think the community is really going to enjoy when they get there.
So when do we get it?
That's the big question for today. It's just when,
You have to wait a bit.
when.
October, between chapter 4 and 5.
I think this is the one the team is really excited about as well. So
Yeah.
I know I can't wait for October.
I have a cracking time playing it in playtest. I'm so looking forward for everyone else getting to play it too, and everything else that's on these new maps.
Oh yeah, but those aren't the only surprises. This is the problem. We've got too much to get through. I'm just like, stop talking. We've got so many surprises for you. So today we're giving you never before seen details on Battlefield 5's Chapter 5.
Here's a little look at what the team's been working on.
A timeless theatre of war, a new vision. Prepare to deploy to the Pacific. The team at DICE are hard at work creating an iconic World War II experience, releasing this fall with Chapter 5 of Battlefield 5. As the US and Japan enter the fight, you'll clash across several battlefields, including a modern take on an absolute classic, Iwo Jima. Since Battlefield began, the Pacific Theatre has been part of its DNA. Now, we're crafting the ultimate reimagining of the conflict. By capturing real-life environments and using the power of Frostbite, we're bringing you the Pacific realized with today's capabilities and technology. Take part in the US invasions as their unstoppable forces charge inland towards unwavering Japanese defenses. Use new amphibious units to pummel the war-ridden shores, and an expanded arsenal to bring your squad to victory. We have a lot more to share about the Pacific and how it will evolve Battlefield 5 later in the year. Stay tuned.
Okay, most importantly, you went on like a bunch of like research trips. Like, let's find out more about that. Oh, let's set the net one in Tahiti. Yeah. No, sorry.
It's hard work. I know, it's amazing how many people are willing to make that extra effort to go to Hawaii in January in Stockholm. So it's quite impressive. We really appreciate the team putting in that work.
Oh yeah, taking one for the
But
team,
obviously,
definitely.
I mean, that's the big new addition to Battlefield 5, so going back, new theater of war in the Pacific. I mean, this is a homecoming for Lars. I mean, not Iwo Jima itself, but the development of it.
I remember my childhood.
Where the beard come from?
Yeah, 1,000 yards. Yeah.
No, but jokes aside, it's having been with Battlefield all through the journey, it's really where it all started. Battlefield 1942. The Pacific Theater, and already when we started to talk about this game, the journey through the Second World War, everyone came up and kind of, when do you go to the Pacific? So this is the time. It feels like a homecoming. 1942, Battlefield 1943, we've been there before, but this is in a new way.
And I think the great thing, I mean, we hear a lot from the community, and I know, we have these discussions. You've got, where are my U.S. forces? Where's my Japanese army? And, getting to sit here in L.A. today and tell everybody that it's coming, Chapter 5, you're going to get those things. You're going to see some familiar places like Iwo Jima. We've got 2 other maps coming with that, so 3 maps coming with the initial package of the Pacific in Chapter 5. Some ones I think people are going to be really happy with what they're going to see. And I just say, in some that, as you can hear from the ping in the trailer, some iconic weapons and things as well.
My Garand, it's coming, right?
Yes. We're living for the ping, so I mean, we wouldn't go to Iwo Jima without kind of the weaponry and the hardware. So bringing tons of iconic weapons, gadgets, and also, after all, it's Battlefield. So, of course, there will be a new set of vehicles. And we want to take that extra step and kind of start giving you the boats, fulfilling that sandbox of land, air, and sea. And the team has focused hard on capturing kind of that invasion experience. I mean, it was very much about island hopping during the war. So capturing the invasion experience and the amphibious warfare. So there's tons of new stuff and new gameplay to look forward to.
And beautiful locations that you ultimately destroy beyond recognition.
Well, Lars and Ryan, thank you both very much for joining us.
So if you've lost track of all of these brand new Battlefield announcements, I don't blame you, because honestly there was quite a lot. So do you want to give us a little bit of a recap there, Freeman? I'll leave that on your capable shoulders.
Okay, I'm back up the balcony if I...
Yeah, go on, get out there.
Right, okay. Okay, we've got a load more multiplayer maps then coming in 2019. That starts with Al Sundan on June 27, followed by Marita in July. We're bringing a brand new theatre of war to Battlefield 5, the Pacific. That's releasing this fall. We're also bringing features we've heard the community ask for, an increase in max rank from 50 to 500, and private games. Also, one final announcement, starting today, you can play Battlefield 5 in the EA and Origin Access Vault, and through EA Access on PlayStation 4 when it launches next month. Is that everything?
I think that pretty much covers it. I guess you can probably stay down here with on the adults table, whatever.
Cheers, everyone. Thanks. That's the Battlefield Show.
Yeah, I'm Julia Hardy.
And I'm Freeman.
And if you're in the Los Angeles area, be sure to come and visit us in person at EA Play. Goodbye.
Stop. Vamos con FIFA.
So many new maps, updates, and a new theater of war. I guess that's also they're going on vacation with everybody. That's what they're doing. That's what I call a Battlefield show, everybody. For those of you just tuning in, I'm Greg Miller. Apparently people don't like me on Twitter, and I'm coming to you live from EA Play, where fans are getting hands-on with some amazing new content. If you're in LA and you're not at EA Play, what are you doing? E3 starts tomorrow. You have nothing to do today. It's free. Just come on by. It's great. And for the rest of you, make sure give me the Battlefront journey.
The new planet that we'll be going into the Clone Wars. And we delivered Gnosis, where the Clone Wars.
Sure.
We delivered a bunch of new prequel heroes and villains that our players really enjoyed. And then finally, we wrapped it up with delivering a new way to play PvP with Capital Supremacy. It's a mode where you capture command posts and take out capital ships. And our community is really happy. It's growing every month.
Yeah, that's what you were telling me yesterday during rehearsals, right? Is the fact that the community is getting bigger, right? They're responding to the changes and you're listening to them.
Yeah. No, this is the perfect time to join. It's, you know, like our subreddit is full of love, and it's just a joy to be working for them.
So you've already announced some new stuff this week. What is it?
Yeah, so yesterday we announced to the core community that we'll be delivering for this month. Capital Supremacy is coming to the planet of Naboo, the city of Theed, so urban combat is finally getting to be experienced in that mode, and we're also introducing 2 new reinforcements, the Separatist Droideka, which we've been teasing for a long while, so happy to finally have that one coming. And to combat that, for the Republic, we're introducing a new vehicle, the TX-130 tank, to finally bring the fight to the Separatist Alliance.
Bring balance, right?
Bring balance, for sure.
You also announced some new skins. What are those?
Yeah, so new appearances are coming. A couple of new clone battalions, and headlined by the General Skywalker appearance for Anakin, the famous outfit that he wore during the early days of the Clone Wars in the TV show.
And that's my thing, Dennis. You talk about last EA Play starting to bring in more Clone Wars stuff. Right now, you're a year later,
Still here.
more Clone Wars. Why do you think people have such an attachment to Clone Wars?
Part of it is nostalgia. Like, we all grew up watching it. But I think it's also because how the TV show really just enhanced and continue to explore more lore and let the personalities of the prequel heroes and characters really shine.
Okay. What to you is the future of Star Wars Battlefront 2?
So we also announced that the next planet that we're going to, it's another Clone Wars planet. It's the alien planet of Felucia. And so we're bringing that to life in the Frostbite engine. It's going to look pretty fantastic. And we also, that planet will be supportive of Capital Supremacy and new ways to play the game, in particular if you want the epic Star Wars battles of Battlefront, but more tailored towards a PvE experience. So,
and then again, this nostalgia, it's nice. Clone Wars, great, we grew up on it. What about the new hotness? Are you bringing any of the new trilogy stuff? Are we going anywhere? What's happening? Tell me, just spoil it right here, EA Play 2019.
So we consider Battlefront to be the greatest hits of Star Wars, where you get to play the most iconic heroes and villains and characters from all the Star Wars films. And we'll be back in August to talk more about the rest of the year.
No, this is EA Play right now. If he doesn't want to talk about right now, I can punch in Zoom or something, all right? Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you.
Now it's time to talk about competition of a different kind, ladies and gentlemen. Are you enjoying EA Play, everyone here? Well, it wouldn't be EA Play if we didn't get into a few different things. Alex Golden Boy Mendez is going to be hitting the football pitch with FIFA 20, and we'll be digging into that reveal trailer that dropped this morning with some very special guests that will tell you more about the newest way to play FIFA, Volta Football.
What's going on, FIFA fans? I'm Golden Boy coming to you live from the Volta pitch here at EA Play. Now, I had a blast actually hosting a FIFA Ultimate Team Champions Cup a few weeks back, but that was FIFA 19. Today we're here to talk about FIFA 20. Now, if you caught the brand new trailer that dropped this morning, you already know that Volta Football is a new way to play, returning football to the street. FIFA to the streets. You like that? All right, now, for those of you who missed it, let's take a look. Give me a pass.
Callejero. A ver. Primer vistazo. Es que ese era el que aguantaba. Dejaron perder la esencia del fútbol callejero. Wow.
Now, in a bit, I'm going to be chatting with Sam Rivera, the lead producer at FIFA 20, about some of the new gameplay features that are going to be coming to FIFA 20. But first, we go across the pond. Last week, singer-songwriter and Fulham footballer Chelsea Grimes caught up with some special guests to give us the details on Volta Football and the culture that inspired it. Check it out.
I'm in London with Volta producer Jeff Antwi and Manchester United and England legend Rio Ferdinand to talk about a subject close to my heart, street football. Okay, so Rio, we're here in London, your hometown. Cage football, street football. What was your memories and experiences growing up? Did you play a lot of it?
Like, this was where I grew up. This is exactly what I've done day in, day out. In there, the ball never goes out of play. Physically, it's demanding. You're forced to almost have a personality and show a personality in there. Do you know what I mean?
There's definitely no hiding in there, is there?
You can't hide in there.
So I used to play in the street with all the boys, and it was kind of the same. You know, we'd learn how to bounce it off the curb and use the walls on people's houses as another player. What was it for you that made you want to bring it even into the game?
For us, it's a return to street football for the FIFA franchise, and we're really excited about being able to, be in places like this, where it's rooted in the real people, the real places. Authenticity, creativity, culture are all things that we wanted to bring to Volta.
Look at that guy's footwork.
Yeah, the footwork's it's amazing. That's what you can do in Volta, though. So that's part of the detail in the gameplay.
So you can do all these mad tricks like this.
Well, just being able to be really skillful with the ball at your feet. Whether it's a classic futsal drag, or being able to play it off the wall with yourself to beat your opponent, or flick it up over your head to create space for an on goal.
Can you use that with the players from the professional teams?
Absolutely. So obviously with it being FIFA, we want to make sure that authenticity is at the forefront. And so you can play with or against the real players.
Está explicando las características del fútbol, está explicando la jugabilidad, cómo es la vida real, cómo se juega.
Spurs in this London cage.
Man United versus Liverpool.
Man United versus Liverpool.
It's physical and technical, it's mad. I've played on loads of different places. Where is there to play on the game?
So obviously with Volta, it's the world's game.
Los campeones de
There's so many
Inglaterra
locations that you can play with, from a rooftop in Tokyo to a London cage like this, or even an underpass in Amsterdam. So
Pues que ese
we
fútbol era
want
muy
to make sure
bacano.
that what we're
En
building
Xbox antigua y en Play 2
real to the space,
fue muy
real to the
bueno.
people.
Las voces están habladas en españolete o en mexicano. Como un narrador, a uno siempre hablándole como en una emisora, era muy tipo burnout, muy bacano. Y es bueno pues que lo vayan a agregar en fútbol, en FIFA 20. Eso ya es fuera de serie, ya al menos hay algo que vale la pena porque
My first one I did as a pundit. I managed to go into the favelas and have a little look. crazy, man.
Transmisión
And
o de
amongst that was
mi
just
internet.
like a pitch in the
Creo que
middle
es la
of it, in a
transmisión
cage.
de
A
ellos
bit
porque
like here, but it's just
a mí no me
different
sale
setting.
así.
What type of
Tiene
football
un
were you
retardo ahí.
playing?
We played whoever was
Bueno,
there.
eso sí me
So you
pareció
just play with the
interesante.
numbers you've got. If
Ya
there's
sabiendo que
3v3,
por si el FIFA
fine. If
todos
it
los
was
años prácticamente lo
five-a-side,
mismo,
not a problem. So
le cambian
What's
muy
great is
poquito,
that's Volta. Being able to
es
play
bueno y ahí sí
3v3, 4v4,
me lo compro en digital siempre.
5v5,
Por
playing
lo
with
general
goalkeepers, playing
no me
without
gusta comprarlo de
goalkeepers,
fútbol
and,
en
playing
físico para
in
que
a
si
cage
es
like
más
this,
rápido
or
uno
playing
obtiene el
futsal,
fútbol a
with
tiempo,
more authentic
mucho más
rules.
rápido
I
en
think
digital y
Volta
para llenarse uno
does a
cada
really
año
good
de
job
una
of
caja
representing the diversity of the
de
game,
FIFA
not
he
only the
optado,
people,
ese
but
es el
also
único que
in
lo
the
miro como
game
digital.
style. You can treat the ball like your teammate,
Y ojalá
passing
siga
to
teniendo la
yourself,
buena
or
narración.
you can
No, es
be
que
really skillful with the
está
ball,
muy
like,
bueno el
you know,
FIFA
like these guys
Street.
are being.
Y que lo vayan a incluir en el FIFA 20 me parece espectacular.
Volta football is such a diverse game, and for millions of people around the world, streets is their stadium. So for you guys, like, what are some of the fundamental things that you take away from the streets, and what translates to the stadiums?
Small-sided games, three versus three, five-a-sides. I grew up in this environment, and I think it enables you definitely to be able to deal with people 1v1, because in a game in a stadium, in front of thousands of people, you're going to have to deal with someone 1v1 like this, and with bigger spaces. So you getting used to that in this type of environment is, I think, for a young player, is key.
Having a personality, not being afraid to try something new here. And obviously, you know, eventually you can go and put it onto the big stage. So I think this is like, yeah, you go and express yourself.
I think definitely the word, that key word, express. If you can express yourself, you see the best in everyone. I think individually, as a team.
You know, street football is, for a lot of people, it's foundational, and it translates to, you know, the stadiums. And for Volta, that's kind of how we built the gameplay experience. So we're really excited about what we can, you know, represent and being able to represent the flair and the style that you guys just talked about.
I think a lot of people as well used to always associate like skills and flair without the end product. I think that's what's great about this game is that end product's always king.
¿Qué?
What I really
Oiga,
want
que
to
le está echando las cosas de ella ahí.
create female players.
Absolutely.
No me
I think
quite.
that's one of the biggest innovations. You
Pero
can
no veo que
play
ella puso
male or
cucharas
female,
de
and they
todo
play
ahí
with each
mientras yo
other
comía.
as well, and that's an
Bueno,
important
Santiago,
part
igual,
of what
no
we're
lo voy a
building.
hacer
When you
ahorita.
go and play in there, not everyone turns up in a pair of shorts, boots. Can we have like jeans, like cut downs that I've got, or
you can have, you know, t-shirts and shorts, or you can have jeans and long sleeves. Again, a big thing for us is, you know, being able to establish the culture that is street football through clothing, through how you look, your personal style. You can have short hair, long hair. You can have tattoos, no tattoos. You can play with trainers.
a lot of the time as well.
Sí,
it's
le van a
like,
meter disque
not
fútbol
only
callejero.
You want to look good, you want to feel good, play good.
Va todo incluido ya en el
Some of it's
paquete.
superstition, like
Por lo
it's
que
all of that
entiendo.
all in one. If you can get that into a game and transfer
Sí,
that,
como una
and
para poder
translate
jugar
that
en línea y
into
todo
the
eso
cage,
bacano.
you got it made.
That's a big part of Volta football, just being able to represent the people as they are. You know, we want it to be authentic, we want it to be diverse.
Pues sí, siempre eran juegos por aparte y hace rato no veo un buen FIFA Street.
You know, how you equip yourself, and
Es
how
que
you
será
carry yourself,
reengomador.
and how you represent yourself in the game.
Jeff, thank you so much. Rio, it's been a pleasure. I can't wait to play Volta, so I'll see you in the cave.
FIFA Street?
Well, there you have it. Volta football, pretty cool stuff there. Now, I can't wait to get my hands on it later this summer. But to talk to us about the exciting new gameplay updates and innovations that are going to be coming to FIFA 20, we have FIFA Lead
Pero
gameplay
problema de allá
producer
porque
Sam
se
Rivera
queda
here standing
cargando
by.
y-
Sam, welcome.
Thanks, Alex. It's great to
Let's
be
give
here.
it up. Give it up for Sam.
Thank you, thank you.
No, y que sale un vaino de carga de
Pleasure to
ellos
have you,
ahí,
my friend. Now,
porque acá cuando se
here's
me
the
queda el
deal. I knew
internet
this
salen
coming into this.
punticos.
When they
Ya
asked
sale
me
un
to do
vaino
this
así,
gig,
se
I was like,
quedó dos
listen,
veces.
this is going to be a tricky one, right? Because FIFA has
No,
a
mañana es
very
que es
passionate
interesante,
community.
mañana
I know
donde
this.
a
I
las 3 de
experienced
la
this
tarde
firsthand
Xbox va a
when I
tener
hosted
la de
that
2
Champions
horas, de
Cup.
3 a 5.
And you and I, we talked a lot
Siempre
about
se ve
how
EA por
important
delante,
it's been
siempre
for
con lo
you
mismo.
to engage with the audience, with the fans, with the community
eso es-
on FIFA 20's development.
Pero eso me
So
pareció una
why don't we
noticia.
dive into
Pues
that?
ya se
Tell
sabe
me
que
about
FIFA
that
es prácticamente
process and
igual,
how the
pero-
community played a role in making
Pero
this
qué,
game
pero
a
si ya
reality
le va a
for you.
meter otra cosa,
Absolutely.
el fútbol
Community feedback
callejero
is a
incluido,
big deal
aguanta.
for us. The combination of community feedback and football itself is what inspires us every year to keep innovating and to create the most authentic and fun experience we can. And we know we have a big community. So this year we actually talked to over 3,000 players, from pro players to new players, casual players, hardcore players. And because we know this is a two-way conversation,
es
we
que
released
Play es
an
el que dicen que va a
important
meter
pitch
algo
notes
por ahí.
article at the end of May,
Están que
where we
FIFA,
explain
pues
a little
mientras
bit
se van a
more
presentar
about
las empresas,
how
yo
we
sé que
approach
Play va a mostrar
community feedback.
durante
So we
o
listen to
después
things
de,
like shooting
porque el que acaba en
inconsistencies or
Nintendo el
AI
martes.
defending. And
cagada es que
this
están muy
feedback,
atravesados los
together
horarios.
with our drive to create a more authentic
mediodía y
football
uno está ocupado a
experience,
mediodía
led
o
us
algo
to
así.
develop a new
2 de
feature
la tarde,
set
3.
that comes together
Mañana
as
si es a las 3 de la
football
tarde solo
intelligence.
Xbox
Okay.
nomás.
All right. So catchphrases
Pasado
are all well and
mañana.
good, right? But let's dive into this, right? Because I
Era.
want to be able to
Ya van
dive
a
deeper
acabar,
into
solo queda
what all
FIFA y
this
otro
means
ahí.
for the player.
Están
What does
mostrando lo
football
mismo de
intelligence
siempre.
mean for the folks that are going to be playing in a few months?
Sure, football intelligence is a combination of features that improve the three main
está
components
explicando
of
el
the
juego,
match. On the ball, off the ball, and the ball
que
itself. And
mañana
this year we're
es-
innovating in those three
Mire, a
areas.
las 3 de la
On the
tarde,
ball, we're enhancing the one-on-one moments by giving you new attacking
Bethesda
and
y
defending
Triple
tools.
Digital a
Off the
las
ball,
8.
with a
Y el
re-architected
lunes
game
es
flow, we're giving
un load
players
PC
more
Gaming,
time and space on the ball.
Ubisoft a
And
las
for the ball
15.
itself, we have a brand new ball physics
Es que
system
sigan.
that elevates the authenticity on every touch.
Okay, so you mentioned
Eres-
off the ball first.
Pero sí, que
That's
le
something
comenzó a echar
that,
de
you know,
todo, espere que
I'm
ahora me la
assuming you're talking
montaron por
about
eso
computer
nomás.
control players there. And this is a
Y
big
Square
topic
Enix a las
within the
8.
community,
I know.
how those players
Que el lunes va a estar.
interact with you
Sí,
when
es que
you're
ellos se
playing
tienen
games.
error de
So,
carga ya.
yeah, I mean, what is off the
Muchachos.
ball? What does that mean for
Y
us?
Nintendo se
Yes, so
presenta
off
a
the ball,
las...
if there's something that is really going to change how the game
las-
plays,
Okay.
is the re-architected
Vamos a
game
las
flow.
11.
This new game flow was designed to give more time and space to the dribbler and create more one-on-ones. A one-on-one
¿Qué
is
más
one
van
of the
a
most
mostrar?
interesting parts of football to watch or to play if you actually play the sport. And in FIFA, it's going to be the time where user skill is going to
sea, ya
make
le van a meter
a
fútbol
difference.
táctico a FIFA.
And while we're creating more one-on-ones, we're also encouraging more user control defending, and we are reducing the amount of AI defensive support that you get from your teammates.
Okay, all right. So you really want to like influence the player to be engaged in that process. And I know it seems like we're kind of just like throwing questions out here, but you know, because I'm curious, I'm really interested, right? When I have a controller in my hand, you know, what does this feel like? You know, what extra space is being created with this more player-controlled approach?
Yes, first of all, the re-architected game flow allows us to encourage smart technical build-up based on skill. So when you score a goal, you feel like you really worked for it. And because you mentioned space, yes, spacing is actually one of the biggest benefits of this system. You will see how your teammates spread around the pitch in a more authentic way, allowing you to read the game better and also giving you new ways for you to create your own scoring chances. And visually, just the game looks much more like real football.
Yeah. So my AI teammates are going to be way more helpful for me because Lord knows I need that. All right. Which I think, you know, a lot of us feel the struggle there. But now, what about the player, me, right? As I'm playing this game, what new tools do I have that I can put out there on the pitch?
Yes, so football is all about the decisive moments on the ball. And now that we're encouraging those moments, we're also giving players the tools to make sure those moments are in their control.
Okay.
So there's 4 features that I want to talk about. Composed finishing, strafe dribbling, control tackling, and the new penalty kicks and free kicks.
All right. So 4 big topics.
Yeah.
Let's just dive into this. Composed finishing. What do you mean by that?
Sure. We received feedback from the community regarding the difficulty to finish in front of goal.
Okay.
So in FIFA 20, with the new composed finishing, you're going to experience more clinical and consistent shooting when you're in a one-on-one with the keeper, for example. And if you try a more difficult shot, let's say a volley from outside of the box, then you're going to have more chances to miss. So overall, we are improving the fundamentals of shooting to provide a more authentic experience. And we also listen to feedback about time finishing, and we are very confident that the changes that I just mentioned to the fundamentals of shooting, in addition to some tweaks that we're doing to the actual time finishing mechanic, are going to give you a more satisfying shooting experience, whether you time your shot or not. We are actually just releasing another pitch notes article about this topic. If you want to know more information, you can check it online.
Okay, so a whole topic just on this alone, which is very dedicated there. Now, you also mentioned another attacking tool, which was strafe dribbling.
Yeah.
So how is this now going to play a role in how I play out there?
Good question. So we are reinventing the strafe dribbling mechanic.
Okay.
This tool adds more dimension in attack, giving you more control, more precise and agile control of the ball when dribbling. And I would say this tool is great to lure your opponent in, and then when he's getting closer, use your player's agility, speed, and skill to beat that defender.
So if it wasn't any indication, though, you know, I'm going to be on defense quite a bit. So
we'll see.
Because of that, as a defender now, we're continuing to just run through these tools, these new gameplay additions that are coming to it. What about on the defensive front?
Yes, to counter the attacking tools, we also need to bring some innovation into defending. The new control tackling system, which uses the sophistication from the active touch system from last year, is going to improve your player's tackling ability to ensure you win possession back more often than ever when you tackle in the right context.
Okay, and then the most intense, nerve-wracking moment in any game of FIFA, me and my boy Rob, we went, this is an everyday thing for us. Penalty kicks.
Yes.
What changes are you making to penalty kicks?
We have brand new penalty kicks and free kick systems.
Okay.
So first of all, the aiming mechanics are completely different and more accessible. But obviously, we're keeping some elements of skill in there to make sure there's enough depth in the mechanics for those that want to be masters on those systems. And for example, in free kicks, you're going to have full control of the spin that you apply to the ball, and that's going to create your trajectory. So you can do side spin, top spin, no spin, or a combination of them. And that's going to be based on how you swing your right stick. And then you will see the trajectory. So you can go around the wall, you can go over the wall, you can do a knuckle shot, for example. Ultimately, these systems are more, they're more fun, you have more control, so that you feel like it's more rewarding. And you swing your right stick, and then you see the trajectory being created, and that's the cool part.
So, you know, for like us FPS gamers out there, maybe that's something that I can actually be good at, you know, like
exactly
hit with the right stick. That's awesome. All right, so on the ball, talked off the ball, but the ball. That is the most essential part of the beautiful game. So what's new with the ball?
We have a brand new ball physics system, and the ball is at the center of every match. And the innovation that we're bringing to the ball this year just gives you a more authentic experience in general.
Yeah.
So we rewrote how the ball behaves on every player contact, on every bounce, on every interaction, and how spin affects the trajectory of a shot, pass, or cross. So what you will see is more realistic player deflections, more realistic bounces. And if you do a shot, let's say a finesse shot, you will see maybe more curve. If you do a lace shot, you will see a dipping trajectory, a rising trajectory. There's more variety in general. So the entire FIFA experience feels fresh because of this new ball physics system.
Trying to get that ball to bounce in fun ways is going to create some interesting moments, especially for a lot of our top players out there. Now, I know that a lot of fans, I'm sure, are going to be very excited to try out these new features. And since you have the eyes and ears of a ton of FIFA fans right now, floor is yours. Anything else you want to say to this community?
Yes, so the features that I just talked about are very important, but there are many other changes that we're doing in FIFA 20, and a lot of them are based on community feedback. One of them is pace. We know that sometimes slower defenders can catch up with faster dribblers, so we're tweaking pace in FIFA 20. It doesn't mean that the entire game is going to be based on player speed, but it just means that player physical attributes are going to be slightly more important. We're doing something very similar for strength. And finally, for those players that have mastered the skill moves, we're obviously tuning some of them. Let's say La Croqueta, we're adding new ones. Or if you would like to chain multiple skill moves in a row, then you will get a more realistic outcome. We're working on those.
So you're telling me that Tex can't like bust out like 3 elastic moves at the same time?
We'll see, but you will see new behaviors there.
Tex will still find a way. Tex will still find a way. Well, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Now, when can players get their hands on FIFA 20?
So it's going to be September 27th.
Okay.
And there's some good news. If you have EA Access, you're subscribed to EA Access, you can get hands-on September 19th.
Wow. Okay. And then, of course, you know, EA Access coming to PS4.
Exactly, that's good news. So PS4 fans will also be able to play FIFA September 19th.
All right, look at that there. And of course, all those details can be found online, so don't forget about that. It is a hot day out here. We've been talking FIFA. I've been having a blast. Sam, thank you so much, man. Guys, give it up for Sam Rivera once again.
Thank you.
Awesome stuff. Now, don't forget.
No, eso cada media hora, 5 minutos de descanso, sigue el otro, sigue el otro juego y ya. Ya solo queda FIFA y otro, creo.
Football competition at our custom Volta pitch. Keep an eye out because the FIFA team has a lot more to come between now and September. They'll be posting deep dives on the Pitch Notes platform. You get more info on gameplay, career mode, pro clubs, Volta, and because we all know you want to talk about it, FIFA Ultimate Team. So keep an eye out for those. I'm Golden Boy. Thank you so much for watching. See you later.
Ya se acabó y sigue ahorita el otro. Es que hace rato no juego. FIFA Street, vean, en 11 minutos. Ah, Madden NFL y Sims todavía quedan. Miren los que ya presentaron. Pues supuestamente ellos. Los Sims.
Sims 4.
Madden NFL. Está llenísimo ya. Siempre lo hacen en Los Ángeles. Mañana es que todo el mundo va a estar en la juega y lo hicieron como afuera, vean, ni siquiera fue dentro de un stand. Festival. Mañana es que va a estar a reventar esa vaina. Comienza lo bueno. Que Miguelito y Jonathan que iban a venir que para transmitir también en vivo. Supuestamente. Es que mañana ya a las 3 de la tarde. Bueno, ya se fue una persona. Ahorita iban 5.
You just saw all the news on FIFA 20, and in a moment, Golden Boy will be talking with Daily Show host and superfan Trevor Noah about the exciting things we just saw. Do you think it's weird that Golden Boy gets to talk to Trevor Noah and not me?
How are you?
Hey, well, you know what? Get out of here. Go. Go away. Jeez. But first, we've got a very special message about EA's Play to Give campaign, so let's check it out.
Hey everyone, if you're watching this video, chances are you've likely seen or even personally experienced harassment when playing online games. In fact, 57% of players say they've been bullied or threatened online. We need to change that.
Absolutely. Games are for everyone, and the good news is we can all do something about it. EA is donating $1 million to 3 amazing nonprofits who are all about bullying prevention and inclusion in games. Ditch the Label, Pacer, and the United Nations He for She.
You can also help. Go to the link below, ea.com/playtogive to learn more about these charities. On their websites, they have advice on what you can do if you're being bullied or how you can help others who are. You can also donate. Any amount you can contribute really makes a difference to these nonprofits.
With the help of Play to Give donations last year, these charities achieved some pretty cool things. He for She was able to expand its message of gender inclusivity in gaming to people around the world. Ditch the Label was able to help an additional 10,000 kids who are suffering from abuse. And Pacer reached 1.4 million people with information on how to combat bullying.
Thanks so much, everyone. When we work together, we can make games a space where everyone feels safe and included.
Enjoy the rest of EA Play.
What's going on, everybody? Golden Boy here at EA Play once again. And just so you know, it's always good to give back to a great cause. You can find out more info about Play to Give online. Now, everybody, welcome to the EA Play stage, the host of The Daily Show, FIFA superfan, Trevor Noah.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming out, man.
Are you kidding?
And, you know, when they told me about this, so Greg obviously very salty he didn't get to do this interview. Haha. Stuck it, Greg. So I understand you are a massive fan of FIFA.
Well, I'm not a FIFA fan. FIFA is my full-time job, and then I do other things to sustain the habits. That's
Okay.
pretty much me.
Interesting.
Yeah,
It's
when
like
you
you're
when
on
you
TV
when you
like
really
every
play
day.
FIFA, you don't say that you're a fan. That's
Yeah.
just what you do.
That's fair.
Like Raheem Sterling is not a fan of Manchester City. He plays for the team. I play FIFA professionally. That's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my job.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It's kind of crazy for a guy who hosts a show called The Daily Show that you play FIFA on The Daily, and yet you have to work, and yet that's not your full-time
Well, luckily
job.
there's nights. There's nighttime as well. You gotta allocate your time properly.
Okay,
that's what you do.
Trevor Noah
Time
doesn't sleep.
management.
Yeah, that is confirmed. All right, so So who's your favorite team again?
Who's my favorite team? My team.
Who's your
That's
squad?
what Ultimate Team is all about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, really?
Come on.
Really? That's where you're going to go?
Why am I going to go and support one team when I can create the best team ever? You know?
Okay, I feel like you just don't want to draw any battle lines.
Oh no! When it comes to the English Premier League, I'm Liverpool through and through. You know, I'm excited for what they did. Yeah, Pain in Kiev, joy now, and then you know when it comes to Europe, I switch and I play with different teams. You know, because I get to enjoy just the players. But in the game, my team is the team.
Okay, so then who's like your big player on your team, on your ultimate team?
It depends. It changes depending on what card comes out. So for me right now, Syria Gomez, small little man, does major things. One of my favorite players in the game. I know this is a weird one. Right back Almeida, one of my favorite players. Just like I like playing with weird characters that no one else is playing with. Because everyone out there is going to be playing with like 92 Vieira. Everyone's going to be trying to play with Gullit in the middle. And it's just like, who can you play with? Alan Napoli, one of the best players you can play with in FIFA. Mark my words. Go and get him. Go get him.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just got to get like the weird players that no one else likes. And then like when you meet them with your team, they don't know who the players are. They don't know how they play. And that's what makes FIFA such an amazing game for me, is the customization.
Dude, I tell you right now, blown away and very impressed. By the way, Trevor Noah, man, just dropping the knowledge out.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Trevor, I know this was a brief one, but I want to thank you so much for coming out to EA Play, my friend. It's been a blast.
Excited, man.
And, you know, FIFA 20 is playable here, and we have to have a match. I think you and we have to have a match.
Well, we won't have a match. I will school you.
Okay.
There won't be a match.
Okay. Yeah.
We can play together, and then I will teach you FIFA.
I kind of set myself up for that one. All right, well, great. Back to you, buddy.
In a moment, Adam Rank is taking us on a deep dive on all kinds of new features coming to Madden 20. But first, power up your exosuits, freelancers, because we're talking Anthem. And to help me get the 411, I'm joined by Anthem live service lead producer, Ben Irving. Hey, Ben.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. I can't believe you're really here. The subreddit flipped out. I flipped out on Kind of Funny Games Daily. No Anthem at EA Play. What's happening?
Of course we're going to come to EA Play. We've got a booth out there with lots of fans coming through to play it. But really the big thing for us this year is working with our influencers and game changers. We have our new update called the Cataclysm on our public test server, and our time here this weekend is really about talking to them, getting feedback, and players, so we can make that.
Pero al final estuvo muy galleta, parce.
It's been a interesting format. It's been an interesting format. What have you guys learned? What are you pivoting? What's happening?
Yeah, look, it's been a wild ride. You know, we've learned a lot of lessons over the
Pero ahí
last
salió
4
un
months.
extra,
I
hay
think
uno que
one of the
vale
most important ones was just around listening to
y
player
una
feedback
expansión.
better.
Y la de abajo
So
salió nueva y yo la descargué, la monté
really
y
trying to
ya el mapa
get
es en
this
otro lado.
BTS
Es
game
como
update
nieve.
out.
Dice, luego
Making sure instead
tenemos
of us
una
saying to players, hey, this
invitación
is
de
what
un
we think's
festival
really
de comida,
exciting,
no sé qué.
just
Y
give
yo,
them
yo
the
la hago
game
con
update.
cuadrado,
So you come
la
and tell
intenté
us
jugar
what are the
solo,
things that you
la
do
historia
like,
normal,
things
uy,
you
usted
don't
pica
like.
y
We're
uno
really
pica
trying to pivot
rápido
more
para
into
dos,
that,
pero
so we
segundo
can
está para
learn
uno,
more
le
from
hace
what the
más
players
lento.
That's
Y yo,
what I found so
entonces, ¿cómo lo va a pasar uno solo?
Is the fact that the
O sea,
public
entre
test
más
server
controles
is there
conectados
for people to get
pareciera
in, and
que...
you guys don't want to be like telling people what's cool. You want to start building this game with them.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter what we think; it only matters what the players think. They're the ones playing the game, so if they love it, great. And if they don't, they'll tell us the feedback, and we'll do our best to address it.
So everybody can get into the public test server right now?
Yeah, it's available on PC right now.
Mire, pilla que es problema de ellos, no es problema mío. Sí, mañana es donde comienza lo bueno. Que yo hasta Miguelito siempre, ahí podemos pasar y siempre estoy yo los fines de semana ocupado o algo así. Y esta vez sí no. Apenas fue la grabación de fin de semana y ya. Que cuando hay festivos o algo, baila.
Ay, es que yo estoy todo este mes y pico estudiando.
También baila.
Sábados estudiando desde 8 de la mañana a 5 de la tarde.
For those of you here at EA Play, and those of you at home, you can get your hands on Cataclysm right now. So join me and get back in the fight, freelancers. Now, everyone get excited because up next we have Adam Rank bringing you an exclusive first look at Madden gameplay with deep dives into the new X-Factor abilities, face of the franchise, and more.
De ellos, no
So
estoy
keep it
por
here
otro,
at
es
EA
que los
Play.
españoles tardan como 10 segundos en llegar en un minuto comienza. Ah, se cerraron, aquí hicieron gol. Sí, voy a hacer la recocha. Voy a escribirle a Alejandro que por ahí, ¿usted sí supo lo de Gordo? ¿No vio lo de Gordo? Ahorita le cuento, usted es lo único que no está actualizado. Si todos me llamaron, parce. Esperando los 100 suyos.
Va a aprovechar su mamá, abrázela. Tengo el computador expandido. Pero las sillas de allá, en la silla de allá. Y yo traslado esta pantalla acá.
What is up, Madden
Pero iba
fans?
preocupado,
I am
¿será
your
que sí
host,
votaron
Adam
la-
Rank.
Siguieron botando la
One
billetera.
person applause break.
Yo
I
diría que
wanted
sí
a
la
bigger
votaron.
pop than Trevor Noah, but that's okay. I'm still stoked to be here live from EA Play here in Los Angeles. Now, back at the NFL Draft, we revealed a ton of new features coming to Madden 20. Since then, we've been asking what you, the fans, want to see. Well, guess what? We've heard those results, and they were overwhelmingly clear. You guys want rank in the game. I'm in the game. Nope. I'm not in the game. I'm sorry. No, we got gameplay. We are going to give you actual gameplay. That's coming up in just a moment. We'll be bringing you your first look in Madden gameplay, the ones that you've been asking for. But right now up front, we're going to do a quick recap of 5 awesome new features coming to Madden 20 and show you even more details. Let's open things up with Face of the Franchise, the brand new career campaign that allows you to create a... You can pop for that. Yeah, that's cool. It's a cool feature. You will be able to create a superstar quarterback, select one of 10 D1 schools, and compete in the college football playoffs. And speaking of superstar quarterbacks, we sat down with NFL MVP and Madden 20 cover athlete Patrick Mahomes to hear more about his superstar journey.
I've always loved competing. And to me, there's no added pressure. There's no added expectations. That's stuff that I put on myself since I was a little kid. I feel like I'm just that same guy that's been putting in the time and the work my whole entire life. Now it's about pushing myself every single day to get better. It's about passion. I'm going out there having fun. You have to make sure that you're just evolving and never being satisfied with where you're at coming to the league. It seems like every single year there's some different guy that's just faster and stronger and bigger. And so you have to find different ways to get better, and those are the guys that find ways to win in the end. Every single year from college to coming to the league, and as my career goes on, I just keep getting better and better at the approach from each play and recognize what you have to do to have success. The first time I ever ran out the tunnel in front of that crowd, it was a surreal feeling, and I'll never forget it. My expectation was to win the Super Bowl, and I fell just short of that. You use that stuff as motivation. This is just the beginning.
Oh, wow, Patrick Mahomes. Give it up. He's amazing. He's an amazing quarterback. He's living the journey that you'll be taking on in Face of the Franchise. And joining me right now is Madden Community Manager Israel Cruz, a.k.a. Agent K, to give us a little bit more information on Face of the Franchise, as well as some of the other exciting features that are coming to the game. What are you doing?
Hey, it's great to be, you look a little crispy up top.
A little bit.
And, me too, so I brought
As
you
a
one
bald
as well.
American, I appreciate
kind
you
of
doing
keep
that for
way,
me.
but yeah, for this
I
part.
wear a 7 3/4, although there's a guy in a Khalil Mack jersey. Take off the Chiefs cap, put this on.
Hey, there you go.
Don't
There
give
you
away
go.
those secrets.
You got to
All
protect
right.
the noggin, man.
Yeah.
You got to
It's good
protect
to
the
see you,
noggin.
though.
Hey, it's
Thanks
good
for
to see
coming
you too. Thank you so much. Over the last few weeks, we've been talking about Madden 20 on live streams, and it's been great. Our community has been really engaged, and we've been asking them questions. What do you want to see here at EA Play? Right. And this is the culmination. We took their feedback. We're going to talk a little bit about those things. And regarding Face of the Franchise, our players wanted to see an NFL draft experience, kind of like what's going on. So you'll see on one of these screens right here, what's really great is you're going into the NFL draft